So Facebook and Twitch are working, but YouTube is not working.
Oh, because I have to hit go live for auto start.
Aha.
All
Interesting.
right.
I thought that was enabled. Hello, everyone.
Got it.
What's up?
Hello.
Welcome, YouTube.
Starting from the beginning.
That's right.
All right. I'm
All
going
right.
to do all the same jokes and see if I can remember it.
Here we go. Am I the a-hole for wanting to divorce my husband for demanding a DNA test after giving birth to our twin?
One of the kids is mine. The other one isn't.
Aha!
Because the twins.
Gotcha.
It was funnier the first time I said it. It was off cuff.
This comes from Plain Top 6582, who says, my husband, 33 male, and I, 23 female, 10-year age gap.
Which is a big gap.
Big gap. Have been
But it's fine. Maybe they met a year ago.
Well, have been together for almost 7 years.
That is that's worrisome.
And he is/was the love of my life. We met when I was 16.
I mean, you haven't had much life so far. Like you haven't given it
Let's
a shot.
live a little more.
Yeah, you know, a 40-year-old saying it's the love of my life, that I'll think about. But you don't know shit at 16. Nor should you in this situation.
Yes, let's live our lives. All right. When we met when I was 16, fresh out of high school, going to college. He met my family when I was 18. I was a virgin and we couldn't be intimate without getting married. We're Muslim, by the way. He proposed when I was 20 and we got married when I was 22, right after graduating from grad school.
OP's finishing everything super early. She's speed running a life.
Dude, actually, yeah. Speed running life. I must hit all the goals. No. I never wanted to be a stay-at-home mom or wife. Before we even began to date, he was aware of my expectations. From 2017 to the end of 2024, my husband was loving, caring, supportive, and handsome. He was my best friend, my mentor. He is an engineer and I work in finance. We, mostly him, built a house from the ground up together. We have a garden where we don't have to buy fruits or veggies. Awesome. We need to hop on that, actually.
A whole garden that provides all of your meals?
All their fruits and veggies.
That's basically that's everything you can grow.
True.
What else can you grow?
Chickens.
Roots.
Cock.
I was his princess. What a transition. On November 2023, I saw my face was getting swollen and my belly became longer than usual. I didn't really pay attention because I was
blooded. As in a period.
A period.
Yeah.
There we go. That makes that's what I thought it was, but I was like, I hadn't heard it said that way before. 6 days later, I ended up in the hospital because I wasn't feeling normal. The doctor told me that I was pregnant. My husband was so happy. I didn't know how to feel because I was happy just because he was. He took great care of me. He went above and beyond to make sure I was happy, especially when he found out that I was carrying a pair of babies. And I was grateful for that.
That's 2.
Carrying some twins.
Twins.
OP has such a funny way of like revealing things. Like I have a pair of babies.
I have a blooded encounter.
I wasn't even thinking of that, but
well,
or like I
got
got out of high school. Interesting way of describing things.
I think it is because OP is talking in English, which is a second language. That's what I'm gonna.
Could be.
That's what I'm gonna think.
Could be. This relationship was not perfect, but we always find a solution or a way to make things work between us until February of 2024, a few months ago. Out of nowhere, my husband started to give me an ultimatum to choose between my career or my family. And he also started commenting and complaining about my look, the length of my belly, and he spent an entire week making nasty comments about my body, and he kept saying how my belly occupied more than half the bed.
Dude, she has 2 people in her.
Sir, what do you expect? Do you want children or not? Hey, I love that you're pregnant. Oh, stop being pregnant. Sir.
I mean,
your pregnant belly is too pregnant.
Maybe you give it a shot.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, put this stuff in your belly.
I'm going to put a uterus in you. I'm going to in vitro fertilize the eggs.
Don't talk dirty like that.
And then I'm going to have you carry the babies and see how you like it.
I'm going to put you in the uterus.
That's right.
I put the you in uterus.
That's right. But you know who else puts the U in uterus? Chris Tinfoil Hatch, starting the stream off strong with 5 gifted memberships. We love to see it. Thank you, Chris Tinfoil Hatch. And also, of course, Nicole. And for the $5 on the tip link, yas, my favorites, John and Sam. You guys keep the stress away. Love from Barcelona. Besos? What does that mean?
Also, we're missing another gifted chat up there.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, Fairwolf713 also gifted 5 memberships.
We got gifted on gifted. This is maybe another gifted stream where everyone in this little chat room can become a member.
Those are the ones I love. I love that.
Yeah.
I love
the gifts that keep on giving.
That is correct. But you know what else keeps on giving?
Radish says, I love that you're pregnant, but not like that.
Yeah, right? It's like, come
Get it out of control.
Listen to Radish. And after delivering the baby, my next stop should be the gym instead of home because I looked funny.
I love little like cute things that couples say to each other. You know, like little pet names. Like you're fat.
Adorable.
Yeah.
So sweet.
I love those.
So this is textbook perfect husband.
I know, he sounds great.
Textbook.
He's, you know, and it's really like, I feel like you could see it from the beginning because like the kind of guy that goes after 16-year-olds is probably salt of the earth kinds of people.
Top tier.
Top
you know
tier.
what I mean?
Top tier.
Top tier gentleman, straight off the shelf. Now those comments hurt me still now, and he could see the pain in my eyes. Imagine. He didn't want to go to work or outside, and he told me the way I looked will make him look bad.
I mean, how about like dating a 16-year-old? Does that not make you look bad?
Sir, when you are the one that's making yourself look bad, you cannot say anything.
I also feel like we've been reading a lot of these stories about like, you're making me look bad.
Right.
And it's like, I think you're doing a great job of doing that yourself.
Yes.
I don't think you need help from me.
What is this? There's a new like week-long theme of you're making me look bad, but they're making themselves look bad.
Yeah.
What's going on
You're
here?
telling on yourself.
It's peeving me off, okay?
Ooh, peeving me off.
I'm POing.
You're peeing just like Riley in the backyard. Apparently.
And that's okay.
Unfortunately, that is not okay, but we will continue.
It's okay according to 64% of our audience.
No, they are liars.
You want to run a poll again?
They don't have to live with you. They
Yeah.
don't have to live with you.
They'll lie again. They'll lie. Yeah, and they don't have to live with us.
Yeah.
Those
I
64%.
have to live with your urine.
Guess what?
smell.
100% of our house says. 100% of our house says no.
Except, well, I guess Christian says no.
And Chip. Chip agrees with me.
Chip is a dog.
Yeah, he goes outside because you guys don't have a toilet for him inside.
I would.
He's a dog.
Anyways, go on.
He's a dog.
I'm a dog.
Bow wow. He got mad at the simplest things and causes, and he would yell at me. My husband knew that for the past 7 years, we had a completely different tone. He made me cry every day for the last 2 months straight. But I was still holding on because I thought it was a phase and everything will go back to being okay. And I refused to believe it until a week before my due date.
Crying 2 months straight would suck.
Dude, like this woman is going through it.
Unless it's like because you're watching Up.
Yeah, I mean,
Like,
yes,
that's
if you're
a good
watching Up
cry.
every day.
Yeah, I watched the first 10 minutes of Up last night.
Dude.
I cried. I haven't cried from a movie ever.
Ever?
I don't think ever. That's
Dude,
the first time.
cried from a movie.
I don't think
What
I've
about the
ever
first time
cried-
you watched Up?
No.
What?
But for whatever reason, this time, like yesterday, I cried. I'm like, that's weird.
Wait, you've never cried in a movie?
I don't think so.
What about
not that I can remember.
you told me whenever you go on plane rides, you cry when you're watching movies.
I don't think I said that.
You say you get emotional while watching movies.
Yeah,
on planes.
I think I get emotional on planes
But you
because
don't
I feel
cry?
like I'm more like close to death because I might fall out of the sky while watching the movie, and so it's like, oh, these might be the last emotions that I ever have. But
Wow.
but not on. Yeah, no. When I've been on land, not really.
Really? It's more dangerous to drive a car than flying a plane.
Well,
according to statistics.
if I'm driving in the car watching a movie, maybe.
no,
Which he has done.
yeah, we've done that
Literally.
before.
We've done that.
Literally, all three of us.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was a good day.
that was a good day.
That was a good day.
Shout out to that concert.
Yeah.
Huzzah!
Oh, inside jokes. We'll tell you. We'll tell you guys later. Maybe a little okay story time. Woo! So he told me, my husband told me that in order for him to sign the birth certificate, a DNA test is required. The babies haven't even been born yet. The babies are unborn. Innocent-looking girls are always the biggest ors, and proceeded to tell me, who knows, you might have one of those work husbands.
This is actual husband saying that.
Yes. And literally out of nowhere, unprompted.
You know
out
what?
of nowhere.
Oh. Here we go.
Yep.
All right. Much like when I watched Up in theaters for the first time, I think we have projection
Ooh.
going on.
Yes! That was good. Definitely top 3 of this week. That was phenomenal. Wow.
I'm glad you liked that one. John isn't about it, but
No, I think I know what you're saying, but I'm like, were you like,
oh no, John!
No, John!
That's what I was confused about.
He's projecting.
Yeah, what the movie was projecting? I know.
Like there's a
I know
fucking projector.
Yes. Okay. Okay. I wasn't sure if you like under what pretenses you were watching. The timelines. I was like, wait. Am I getting this right? Now we got it.
Dang, we can't mention any movie with him.
Oh. Anyways,
He's like the man has never been close to a movie theater.
I'm allergic.
Projector. What is this?
I was so hurt, exhausted, and mad. The only word that came out of my mouth was okay, and that was my last word with him.
Whoa,
dude. On the delivery day, I took all the stuff that I packed for our babies, and I took an Uber to the hospital. I was meeting up with my best friend. Dude, Ubering yourself to the hospital while you're in labor is the most G move I've ever heard of in my life. Yeah. That is crazy.
I feel like on par is getting shanked and Ubering to ER.
The ER. I had a friend who literally
shank someone.
Her like ACL like tore and ripped, and she just took an Uber by herself to the hospital.
That's fine. It's no shank.
That was a lot. This is still a lot though. He was in pain.
I'll be for real. If I get shanked, I'm gonna duct tape it myself. I'm not going to the hospital.
No, I am out of here.
Yeah,
If you're gonna duct tape it.
Yeah.
No way.
Yep.
This man is lying.
I would.
No, you would not.
I would.
We will literally.
I will force you in that hospital.
Number one, you wouldn't, and number two, we would literally. We would tape you up, throw you in the back of the car, and then untape you. And then
nothing super glue and some like bandages can't fix.
Do you think Gorilla Glue would work?
Yeah, it's worked before. It's worked on my uncle. Okay, quick story time.
Your uncle has scars.
Yeah.
Okay, story time for the end.
No.
Save it for the. Fine.
He works at a sawmill.
Quick.
He cut his leg open and he super glued it back together. There we go.
Is he good?
He's fine, yeah. He just has heart palpitations, but that has nothing
Probably
to do with
because the glue entered his bloodstream.
No, that's not why. Go on.
Anyways, we're all over the place today, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so I took an Uber to the hospital. I was meeting my best friend there. Her husband is a lawyer specializing in divorce. If you know, you know. Who was there with me during the delivery? And God, my husband knew the delivery date, but didn't have the address of the hospital. I give him my baby's the name with my grandfather's last name. Or I give my baby's the name with my grandfather's last name. I told the nurses that I am the mom and dad. She's like, yo, I'm both.
I got two babies and I got two personalities inside of me.
My God. My husband showed up the next day after I gave birth and still demanded the DNA test and was complaining on the type of wife that I am. Again, I ignored. I went home with my babies. I was exhausted because he didn't help me with them at all, to a point that I moved to my best friend's house and she was the only one who helped me with them. He called all his family members saying that I am cheating on him and the twins aren't his.
No.
God.
With what proof, sir?
None. They are calling me every single day, calling me names. I am tired, depressed, and fed up. I contacted my husband and told him that I agree to do the DNA test, but expect a divorce soon, and I am not going to change their names, the baby names. We did, and he was the father. All of his family were calling to apologize and wanted to meet the babies.
Get wrecked. And
Too late.
Too late.
I would
sue me for custody.
I would love to be like, maybe if you were not a maniac and I hate you. That's what I would
God.
I hate you.
Nice.
God.
Done.
Dude, they
Roast.
would not recover. They would not recover.
Wow.
I know, dude. It's sometimes it's hard to keep up with.
I don't know. I feel like you should maybe hold back though.
I know,
That
you're
might
right,
crush
dude.
him too
I
much.
need to reel it in a little bit. Yeah, I need to just dumb it down. Okay. I contacted my husband and I already said that. All of his family were calling and apologizing and wanted to meet the babies, including the dad, begging me to come back. I said no, and that was my final decision. All his family began texting me and threatening me for not letting them see the kids and divorcing their boy. Am I the a-hole? And there's a very quick edit to close this out. Sorry for the long text, typos, and any confusion. I haven't said anything about my family because I am an orphan. My mom and dad passed away in a car crash when I was 8 years old.
No way.
And I was living with my grandparents until 2020 in COVID.
OP
Wow.
is awesome.
OP is just...
Was able to get her all right. Graduated high school at 16, got her master's at 22, and an orphan. What can't this person
and a
do?
mom.
And a mom.
A single
of two,
mom
a
of
single
twins.
mom of two.
Basically Batman.
Yeah.
Bro, yeah, OP is Batman.
OP is
Batwoman.
Batman.
Dude.
With twins.
Wow.
Got
Yeah.
the Bat twins.
I don't see
her
Batman.
body's a Batmobile.
Batman can't even
Batman
raise one
Robin
kid.
inside her body.
Yeah, exactly.
Running
That's so funny.
co-pilot.
Oh my gosh. Wow. Batwoman.
Yeah, that's crazy. Is OP the eagle? No.
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 Oh, dude, the people like the husband and the family just
I'm really
migrants.
curious if this is in the U.S. because I have a feeling that I have a feeling that it could not be,
Yeah.
or it's like super traditional family.
Purely on the
The
and
16 thing.
Yeah, because I think different states differ, but like I think there's a lot of
I think
states where
16 may be like, I think 16 may be the minimum in some states.
Ooh.
Riley,
yeah, I think some states have it.
What
yeah.
are the
Like some
age
states are allow it. Yeah.
I'm on it.
yeah, I
Or
think
maybe the
it's
grandparents
like
are
the age of consent. I think is 16 in like some southern states.
Well, is there a difference between age of consent and
Which like the age
marrying?
consent is in California it's 18, but I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure
Ooh.
16. Yeah.
Approximately
in
30.
30 age of consent is 16. So yeah, I think
Oh.
that what that means is you could get married at 16. I'm pretty sure. But comments, correct me if I'm wrong.
let us know.
Also, Riley's search history looking sus.
Oh,
What's the
man.
lowest age of consent?
Yo, Riley, pull up your search history real quick. Got him.
Gosh, dude, if we should
And
do
he's
a
been caught.
full video breakdown of my search history, and I would have to explain everything.
It would be bad.
It would
be very bad.
All right, what do the comments say? I want to know.
Yeah.
for
Let's
Riley.
talk to the people.
Because we
What's
have
up?
some.
We get some donos.
Do they have Uber in other countries? Yeah, they have Uber.
Mm-hmm.
We've been to other countries and they have Uber. Also, Grab is some. Mrs. Filer says age of consent is 16 in many states and is 14 and as low as 12 in some southern states. What?
What?
No.
No.
No way.
Not anymore. 12?
That's crazy.
No way. Quebec is 16, but no more than a 4-year age difference when one party is under 18.
16 in Ohio.
16 in Ohio.
And Opie's husband was 10 years older than her, though.
Yes. Yeah, but like 16 in America and like a lot of states, 30 states, I guess is okay.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Wow.
Pretty sure age of consent is for physical contact, not marriage, but I could be wrong.
I think it's maybe both.
I imagine it would be both.
Because when we were maybe as shot GPT. Ooh.
Carol Castle says 16 for spicy sleep in Australia, but I think you need to be 18 to marry.
Yeah.
Yes. Kitchen Witch says, yes way. Unfortunately, a lot of southern states are lowering the age a child can get married with parental consent. Ah! Freaking weird. Who wants to get, like, dude, I could barely tolerate a 15-year-old. I can't imagine being married to one.
Dude.
Which I don't know. I don't know if
you can barely imagine, so you can still imagine a little bit. Got him!
Oh,
Maynard the Tool. Thanks for the 169 tip. Haven't been able to donate in a while.
169 tip, huh? Dude, I'm writing a
I
diss
hope we
track
can
right now.
have another long stream today. Me too. Dude, stop. The only long stream you're getting is Riley peeing outside. Radish, thanks for the $5 tip. Stay rad, guys. All right, I don't know if we can stay rad, but we can definitely stay rad-ish. Uncle Daddy Jesse, thank you for the $20 tip. We appreciate you.
Oh, yeah.
And I think we got some members celebrating some milestones.
We freaking do. Christy Steele, if you're able to pop open that window a little bit for me, Riley.
Yeah, dude.
Celebrating 1 month of membership. YouTube just started working. It did.
It did.
13 minutes
and now
ago,
it is.
as per your comment. Sarah Badoff, celebrating 3-month membership. Let's go. I am using this to support Riley, except the roses, man. Come on. It is outside. It is outside. It rains. He only does. I hope when you guys are outside, rural people.
Yeah.
There you go.
I mean, I don't think he pees on the roses. I don't think we have any roses.
No, he did at his girlfriend's house.
You peed on your girlfriend's roses?
Yep.
It was her mom's.
Her mom's. And then his
Wait,
mom
your
walked
current girlfriend?
Yes,
Yes.
my current girlfriend.
You peed on
This was
your
recent.
current
I had to
girlfriend's
go.
roses
Literally
in
go
front
to
of
the
her
next-
mom.
Not in front of her mom. Okay, so this is what happened. Quick, okay, story
Yep.
time.
Was this
okay.
recent? How
Yes.
recent? How recent?
I mean, like a few weeks.
Within
Oh, okay.
within like the last 2 weeks. Whenever I went to her house last, okay?
Okay, tell me what happened. Okay,
anyways,
story time.
I had to use the bathroom. I did not want to go inside to her house because their parents were asleep. So
Yeah. It would be rude to pee in someone's house.
Yeah, because
Let
they
me
were
pee on
asleep.
it.
So it was like midnight, okay? So I drop her off. I walk, boom, 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 boom. Oh, dude, the way that she describes it, she's like, I look out my window, I see you walk. I'm like, oh, there he goes. And then you stop, turn towards the house, and just stand there. And I'm like, oh my gosh, no way he's peeing in the bush right now. And so
This is why we have to stop you.
What
Yeah,
do you
dude,
mean?
This is why
you
we
need
have
to be
to stop
trained.
you.
You're like a dog that
Yes.
like pees wherever it goes.
Yes.
dude,
You
well,
need to be trained.
I just like peeing outside. I don't know why. Like on the way back, I saw my girlfriend last night, and
I'm not. First of all, I'm like every other guy. I like peeing outside
as
too.
much as the next guy.
Yeah, I like peeing as much as
Okay.
the next guy. Let me
Okay.
be clear. But as a civilized man,
Yeah.
I pee in the toilet when one is available.
there wasn't one available.
Okay. Also, so I think Riley, so see, some of us have very small bladders, right?
Yeah, if anyone should be able to pee outside, it should be John.
But guess who doesn't?
At the
boy.
cost of his own bladder.
Exactly.
It's just quicker that way,
Dude. You literally go to like drive right outside. Like I think you could have held it for at least another 30 to 60 more seconds. Truly.
John, when I was driving with John once, and
Talk about it.
he needed to pee for at least an hour.
Yes.
And we went to go find a pee place.
Yes.
He walked 20 minutes to find a place to pee. Because I was like,
Basically.
I don't know, getting gas or something.
Because what happened was, so we were at a gas station.
When he could have peed behind a garbage can.
Dude, why didn't you?
Here's the thing.
That was an example. It wasn't a house. I mean, maybe it was someone's house. I don't know.
That one, I totally could have peed outside. But what happened was, I like walked to the first gas station. We were like literally a 10-second walk away from. They're like, oh, no bathroom. I was like, okay, whatever. I'll go. There's one right across the street. I go to that one, no bathroom. I go to this one, no bathroom. So every single one, they each kept not having a bathroom.
Yeah.
And then finally, I was like,
He was
okay,
like Joseph and Mary.
yeah. And then
Sorry, no vacancies.
That was good. That was good.
Yeah, Riley loved those lines. I'm making jokes for Riley right now. Really targeted.
Dude, but like, just let me pee outside. Like on the way back from seeing my girlfriend last night, I just stopped by the side of the road, took a piss, and then kept driving. You know how much time it would have been to find somewhere to go pee?
Side of the road, honestly, I'm down for. Side of the road.
Thank you.
But not someone's house.
It wasn't. It was not even on their house. It was like on the street.
Do you want our house to smell like Venice?
No, I'm not.
Yeah. There is a bougainvillea right next to where I park to surf, and it perfectly has this overhang. It would be a beautiful place to stay out of the shade. But you know what? People pee there, and it smells like pee. And now I can't enjoy the shade.
Dude, I just like
people like you. People.
Yes,
like
people.
You. People like you.
When I was 5, I would go outside, and I had a pretty long stream, like you guys said. I peed on top of the roof of the house.
You've told me that story before. I don't believe that for a second.
Tell him.
I was
she's
about to
not
say,
saying.
we have someone in the chat who is.
There's no way Riley can pee on top of a roof.
I did. It was a one-story house.
A single-story house.
Yep.
On top of the roof.
Yes. Mom, Miss Patsy Wilson.
There's no way.
Yes, it happened.
That is untrue. No one has a stream that strong.
Thank goodness. Mom, tell him what's up.
What numbers are you doing now?
I don't do that anymore.
You seem to be able to.
Yeah, you still.
It was
You're
5.
peeing willy nilly.
It was 5.
You're saying you have a stronger stream at 5 than you have now.
Wait. She just said he's also peed on his own face.
No! Patsy also said he also peed on his own face before. Probably because he's peeing on roofs.
Yes, he did pee on the roof. It happened.
Mom.
That's so funny.
Yes.
There you go. You got what you wanted.
There it is.
Where is it?
Yes, he did pee on the roof. It happened.
There you go.
That's crazy.
See, this is what happens when you pee everywhere. Just
let me pee.
No. Just find a better place.
Yeah, do not pee in the neighbor's yard. You know?
Yes, literally.
I will.
Literally,
No, don't do that.
if it is that much of an emergency, go outside of the neighbor. Like, there's
I do go outside of the neighborhood.
30 to 60 seconds. No. Not in any other regular scenario. You are allowed, like, okay, what's a golden rule? But for I know. But
golden shower rule.
On average, how often do you have to pee outside? Like, more than once a month?
I think if you're in the wilderness, you are expected to pee outside.
Of course.
If you didn't pee outside, that would be weird.
I'm saying in like everyday life where we have like access to toilets regularly.
we have 2 people here that are opposite ends of the pee spectrum.
Yeah, Sophia's the opposite.
Sophia is at the opposite end.
Where, like, in the country, you can just pee wherever outside, and it was totally fine. It was totally
we're in
cool.
the city.
Your own mother said this is not the way.
What do you mean?
What about? Yes. She's in the chat right now, Sophia. She says
gosh.
no.
Oh, man.
Anyways,
But
we're trying, Mrs. Wilson.
we're going to get into this next story.
Let's get
to
We're
these
gonna get into this
donuts.
next story. But Martika Waterman, thanks for the $3. Hello. How are you guys doing? Mentally. I think pretty good.
Pretty good.
I hope you guys are doing okay. I'm about to eat some chicken from Whataburger and then also take care of my daughter who has heat exhaustion because it's hot here in Florida. It's about 92 in the Northwest Florida today. That is, Sophia gets heat exhaustion all the time. Casey, thanks for the $25 tip. First, I have to say, you guys are amazing. All hail Worm Queen. It sounds like you're just hailing the Worm Queen.
Yeah.
Been watching your streams for months now. It's helped me study for my business courses. Again, we don't understand.
But glad you can do it.
Also, I have a crazy ex-fiance story that I've been meaning to share. Like, seriously, it's insane. Why don't you go to r/OKOP show and submit it?
Send it in.
Yeah, we like that little place on the internet.
That's right.
And then finally, Pigeon General, thanks for the $5 tip. Riley getting shanked and cutting your leg with a saw aren't the same thing. What are you gonna do if you have internal bleeding?
That's where it's
Glue his
supposed to
organs.
bleed.
Yeah,
Everyone has internal bleeding.
That's where it's supposed
that's where it's supposed. The blood stays inside.
Yeah, that's good, right?
Mindful Worm Present, thanks for the 531 super chat. And Chris Tinfoil Hat, another 30 minutes.
Oh,
Thanks for the $5. And Chris Tinfoil Hat gifted 20 memberships.
Wow.
Why didn't
Wow.
it come through? I didn't see it.
Yeah,
I don't
is
know
it already
why.
counted in the bar?
Being weird. Whoa.
Whoa!
There it is.
Oh!
Oh, here's some more.
We got a lot more coming in.
Wait, Alan F. Thanks for the $5. 6 people, 1 bathroom when I grew up. 75%
Go down a little, Riley.
of the time is peeing outside the backyard. I understand. And who's this from? Why can't we see it? Oh, why can't we see it?
I don't know why it's
Is
not.
it Riba?
Make it
Yes,
wider. Stretch it out.
Oh.
Stretch it out.
Stretch it out.
Reevestone
Oh.
21. Have we seen Reevestone before?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I remember.
Reevestone. Thanks for the $50 and the You're Amazing sticker.
Hey.
We appreciate you. I've actually been showering outside recently because Sophia always takes a shower for years.
So it's okay to shower outside and not pee.
Yes.
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 Yes, that's right. You're welcome to shower outside all you want.
You want to
All
read
you
these?
want.
You have to be butt ass naked outside.
We have
in
a
the
curtain.
shower.
In the curtains. Yes, of
we have a
course.
curtain.
But I'm concealed whenever I pee. I don't pee in the shower.
You are exposing
You
your nakedness more peeing than you are in that shower.
All
Yes.
right, wait. Can we do a poll? Should
Yep.
Riley use a toilet or should he be free reign to
You know
pee
what the
wherever
problem
he
is?
wants? What?
Go ahead and do the poll. We did a poll last time.
Yep.
They encouraged him. But we'll do it again. Guys, Riley's mom disapproves. Riley pee outside toilet. No, that's a biased poll.
That's a
Oh,
biased
guess who's
poll.
making the poll?
That's a biased poll.
biased poll.
Kim P celebrates 1 month of membership. Didn't realize it's already been 1 month already. Martika Waterman, 3 months of membership in Alaska. My dad peed in the snow, and also I teach my son how to pee too. So the pee in the snow in South Dakota too. So it's funny. Everyone's peeing. Monique Esparza. Thanks for the $10 tip. Yes, caught another live. Silver lining to laying in bed whilst shedding my uterine lining. Thanks for the laughs.
You're welcome.
You're welcome. Alan Foster, you want to read some of these?
Yes. And then Fibered Folio's book says, having the worst day, needed the stream, sending love to the Pigeon Lord.
That's it.
Oh, wait. Sending love to the Pigeon Lord. I bet the Worm Queen is watching Bridgerton. Oh, that's right. It comes out today.
I watched it this morning. I watched it all. I was up at like 6:50.
You are joking.
It was only 4 episodes because it's half a season. It's so good.
Dude, as people who create content for women, just what a engineered for women. My God, that show. I've watched every episode, by the way.
You've watched every episode?
I've watched every single episode of Bridgerton.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, Kansas. Thanks for the $300.53 tip. Appreciate. I'll make the work days go quick. Making this donation to support Riley as my only toilet is upstairs and I'm down.
Yes! Thank you! That counts as 100 votes right there. That's 100 votes right there. Oh my gosh. Thank you. Wow. Oh my God. We're another 30 minutes. Let's go. You know what? That gives me time to go pee outside. Thank you. Sophia, can you produce real quick? Okay. Yeah, I'll fix it.
There's no way you're going to go pee outside right now.
Watch me.
No,
Why
no,
is
no,
Don't do it.
I'll go on the route.
no,
Don't pee on the roof.
no,
Please.
no.
Oh, what's that rain? All right, Lola Lita, thanks for the $2. Lola Lita, we've been seeing your comments. Mr. Seinfeld, Sam, John walking so long to find a place to pee for so long, like the episode they can't find a car and Jerry gets arrested for public urination. John didn't want uramissitis poisoning. Is that a thing? Or is that a joke? You want uramissitis poisoning? Is that a thing?
Oh no. Oh no.
We can get that
Can we fix
fixed,
that?
right? I think we can.
Can we fix that?
We can. I think we can figure
I'm
out
so
to fix
sorry.
that. I think we
Kamsis.
Yes.
Yeah, Kamsis. If that was a accident, let us know.
Reach out to us. Discord message Riley.
Yeah, message me on
Message
Yeah,
us.
message-
We'll get that fixed for you,
We'll
pal.
get you that fixed,
Yeah.
buddy. No, that's so bad. I'm so sorry. Should I fix that? Like,
If you know
Nah,
how. It's
well, I mean,
never
like,
happened before.
Should I make it say 5 rather than 300 if that was a mistake?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
On the thing, and then you can correspond with our pal.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kansas, go to
Discord and
Discord
send
right
us
now.
your PayPal.
yeah.
Yes. There we
Well,
go.
Yeah. If it was a mistake, let us know.
Yes. We got you. No worries.
No worries.
at all.
You're good. You're
all
good.
All good.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. And Love Bubbles, 5 gifted memberships. Let's freaking go. Shout out to you, Love Bubbles. We love you.
All right, let's read this next story.
Let's get into it. Let's freaking do
And
it.
Cams is
That's you, Sammy.
literally, do not worry.
Yes, we
will-
got you. We got you.
Yeah, we got you.
Don't
Just
worry at all.
Another amazing reason that you should join the Discord.
Yes, exactly.
All right, let me fix that.
Yes.
Oh, wait, is there a way to do it through YouTube?
Yeah, maybe see that.
I'm just gonna fix everything. You guys get into this.
Do you want Sophia to produce while you
No. I still gotta do it on here.
Got you. Yeah,
All right. All right. Am I the a-hole for helping my boss hide his multiple affairs from his wife?
Kind of.
Well, this comes from somewhere. And my boss, and they say, my boss is having multiple affairs. I am his assistant, so I know about all his visitors and his schedule. He is married, but he often has visits from 2 different women, and he outright told me to never tell his wife about them.
Oh my God.
When either of them visits, he locks his doors and tells me he is not to be disturbed. This happens almost weekly.
Oh.
He sometimes asks me to book local hotel rooms for an hour or an afternoon, but he sometimes buys jewelry and flowers for the 2 women he sees regularly.
He's just doing a meeting.
He's just a meeting.
He needs a private meeting.
Yeah, and you know what? Like, it sounds like he's really busy. He needs an assistant for all of these different dates. You know, makes sense.
Dude, this is insane.
It's called delegation.
Capital D.
He never does anything like this for his wife. One of the women just had a baby who is named after my boss and has his surname. One of the women has a baby.
With literally his first and last name?
Yeah, there's no way that's not coming out. Yes, 51% of people said outside, Riley.
51.
Get effed.
No,
Get-
outside. They said for me to be outside. You
frick.
get effed.
That's a lot less than yesterday, though.
Yeah, but
It
51%,
really is.
I win.
Everyone's just stirring the pot.
Everyone
The poll's not over.
doesn't want her backyard to smell good.
It won't. It doesn't. My pee smells fine. I don't eat
No,
asparagus.
no.
I don't want to smell your pee. All right, we're going back to this.
Yeah,
story.
yeah.
One time, his wife showed up for a surprise visit to take him out to lunch, and he directed me to lie that the woman who was in his office was there for a job interview. He also submits expenses from his business trips where he has traveled alone and have to recalculate everything because he has upgraded the company provided hotel room to a better one on his personal credit card and bought breakfast for more than one person the next morning. When this happens, he tells me he had company for the company. There was also an incident where he came to work panicked because he said he accidentally used his company credit card at a strip club. He sent me to retrieve it and pay his tab with cash. But the address he sent me to was actually a massage parlor. Man is...
He's not even trying to hide it from his assistant.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, he needs a co-conspirator in this.
Bro, this is...
His assistant needs, unless if he's not there. Yeah. Normally, I honestly don't care what people do in their own private lives, but I hate that I'm part of his lies to his wife. She is a nice person, and she is dealing with a heart condition that just required surgery.
Oh.
I know they don't have an open relationship because my boss lies to her and also directs me to lie to her about his actions. He says she can never know. I get sick whenever I think about what he's doing. I know a way I can out him to his wife anonymously. Do you think I should let her know, or is this none of my business and I need to stay out of it? And there is an update. But John, Riley, Sophia, what do you think? Should OP say something?
Yeah,
Yes.
I mean, the fact that she has a way of saying it without repercussions, it seems.
Do it.
Why not? Why not? I was going to say before that, if that was not the case, which seems pretty rare that they have like a way of saying without hiding it. If that was not an option, then maybe like try to find a new job. Cause like who wants to work for someone who's like, you're basically hired to like help him hide his cheat. Like,
yeah. I mean, it's like, I feel like it's the same. I mean, it's like almost, it's like if you're working for a company that just doesn't align with your values.
Yes.
Like
exactly.
That would be draining, and to do work that literally is enabling someone to be a terrible person.
Yes.
Like I would hate that job. So, I mean, at the very least, you should stop working for him. But you could also, I don't know, like say, I mean, couldn't you say I'm uncomfortable helping you cheat on your wife?
Right.
Maybe not. Well, maybe you get fired.
But like I would say like go try to find another job, and like hopefully it would be that you could find a new job like quickly. Get
a job lined up, and then then just like light a match and throw it on the fire behind you.
And hopefully you're able to like in a few let's say a few weeks. Yeah. So it's like, hey, that's not too long, and then you're able to, on your way out the door, let the wife know and all that.
Yeah. Shy Little Rider says going straight to the wife can create difficulties. Sophia, can you scroll up for me, please? Can create difficulty. Wife may not believe OP, and boss may find a reason to fire OP. But telling HR he's put you in uncomfortable positions could be the way to get him. That actually, if it's a big enough company that has HR, I feel like, I mean, there's definitely some kind of case that you could build, I think.
Totally. And I might have been incorrectly assuming this subconsciously, but I thought it was almost like a independent, like he's like does his own stuff and just has his own like personal assistant. But that is probably not correct. I think I was
I mean, he remember he like left his card at the strip
company
club.
Card. If you're working for somewhere,
and he was worried, like, oh my god, I'm gonna get in trouble. So
yes.
I think it's probably a big enough company that going to HR actually would be good.
That's the move.
Yeah,
that's the move. Get him fired.
Yeah, so I think,
or he can do anything.
I think let's go to HR.
Yes, I agree. I think that's the move.
Get a copy. Samantha L says get a copy of the receipt and give it to the wife with the note. Yeah. Kitchen Wish says I would assume in this case scenario there is no HR. So let's say there's no HR. Then what should happen?
Well, honestly, OP said they have a way of exposing it without him finding out. That's probably I still.
But do you want to work for this guy still? I would try finding another job.
I still would suggest that, but what that does is it exposes it as fast as possible, and OP can still get paid and work there for now while she finds, because who knows, maybe it's like extremely hard to find another position. We don't know.
But let's get in to the update, because there's two juicy updates. So 2 days after you published my letter, my boss was served with divorce papers here at work. His wife publicly outed his affairs, and she sent copies of emails and texts sent between him and the two women he was having affairs with, as well as one of the escorts he was seeing regularly to some people here at the office, including me, his relatives, and some of their friends. Whoa.
Fire.
Exposed,
dude.
She also sent these to the two women and the escort and some of their relatives and colleagues at work. The texts and emails prove that all three of them not only knew he was married, but that he was seeing other women besides each one of them. They also include his acknowledgement he fathered a child outside of his marriage, and evidence he used funds from the joint account and his wife's pay to spend money on them, as well as for the random women he cheated with when he was out of town on business. His wife has filed alienation of affection lawsuits against the two women, what does that mean, and the escort he was cheating with regularly. All three of them kept calling and coming to see him here at work to confront him after they were outed to people and served with lawsuit papers. And I heard them talking, sometimes yelling about it each time, and him saying his wife moved out the day he was served the divorce papers, and he has no way to contact except through her lawyer. They have no children, and apparently she has cut all contact.
Wow. Honestly, shout out to the wife figured out how to like pull all the levers to have it all come crashing down in OP. Like even the mistresses are coming back and be like, your wife's blowing up my life. He's like, I literally could do nothing to stop it. And they're I think they're suing him too, right?
No. They're being served by the wife.
By the wife. Yes.
Yeah.
And they're like,
Whew.
so good.
Yeah.
Great revenge.
Kimberly Fine says, all of a sudden, OP's boss doesn't like ladies pulling the sheet off Scooby-Doo style to expose him. If it wasn't for these meddling kids.
Exactly.
But I played dumb the entire time, and no one, including his wife, has accused me of knowing anything or asked me if I did.
Oh.
Before all this happened, after reading your response and responses to the comments, I decided to seriously start looking for another job, which is what we said.
There we go.
You don't want to work for an asshole,
Yes.
a butthole, a booty hole. The same week my letter was published, there was an opening inside my company for a receptionist in a different division. The company usually posts jobs internally before they look externally, and since I'm classified as admin and the posting is for an administrative position, I didn't have to apply and could just put in for a transfer. And they gave it to me, and I've been in my new job for 2 weeks now. I love it so far. I spend all day on the phone with people or talking with people who have come in to see or meet with my colleagues. The division has over 100 people, so while I have a screen where I can search for things by name and receive memos and things through email, I don't have a computer that I am stuck staring at for hours a day. It's definitely not for everyone, but I love dealing with people all day and having no other responsibilities or a mountain of tasks or paperwork to do. My new colleagues have been welcoming, and while everyone is talking about what is going on with my boss, no one has brought me into the drama, and it only gets talked about around me the same as it would any other person. So OP is not catching any heat. But I do imagine if the wife found out, she would be super mad at OP.
Ooh, yeah.
Because OP knew and didn't say anything.
Yeah.
It's kind of like if anyone has seen Ted Lasso, basically Rebecca was getting cheated on by her husband the whole time, and then the husband's assistant, who is now her assistant, basically covered everything up for like years. And she's like, how could you? I thought we were friends. And like I could see that happening here.
When is that revealed?
Like at the beginning.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Such a good show.
Such a good show.
It's great.
Anyway, I don't engage in any gossip, and I certainly don't talk about what I know, even though no one has asked. I now have set hours, don't ever have to work outside of those hours, no overtime or weekends or holidays, and no company cell phone. Since all my work involves dealing with people during working hours at work, I couldn't do work at home even if I wanted to. Work is now separate from home. And overall, I am much more relaxed because I have a clear line between working and not working, and I don't have to deal with my boss and his drama anymore, which I imagine like getting caught up in his web of lies would be mentally exhausting and morally exhausting.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I would hate that. Thank you for your response to my question and to all the people who were supportive in the comments. I feel better knowing my feelings were valid and I wasn't overreacting or wrong to be upset. Also, there was some speculation in the comments about whether my boss could be engaging in some kind of embezzlement or falsifying because he had me separating expenses. There was nothing like that going on. The company has a policy where they will reimburse business expenses, but put on personal debit or credit cards. Non-work expenses are not allowed to be on company cards. So if the company paid for a hotel room when my boss traveled on business and he upgraded to a better room, the company would only reimburse or pay the original room price, and he would have to pay the rest of the upgrade. I would separate personal and work expenses before submitting them. This is in line with the company handbook, and everyone always does it this way. So he at least was a good employee. Ish.
Ish.
There
Emphasis
were
on
no issues with him or me because of it. As for him using the company credit card at the massage parlor, they are legal where we are. And since he had the charges reversed the same day and submitted proof of the reversal, the company never had any issues because he followed policy and hadn't used the card for anything illegal. But there is a final update, and I don't know if the guy has been fired yet.
Good point. Yeah.
Everything has just come out in the open, and OP was wanting a transfer, but
Yeah.
we don't know if there's been any firing.
And it seemed that OP did have a transfer, right?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
not
OP
working
is in the
anymore.
new job
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
Angie Lobato says, but does OP have a friendship with the wife? I don't think so. So,
Yeah.
But still, like, I would be mad if an
of
assistant
course.
did that.
Absolutely.
But let's get into the update. And this
do
is
it.
the final update. So my former boss was fired. His
There we
wife
go.
outed a fourth woman for sleeping with him, same as the other. She works here. Having an affair with a subordinate and the multiple yelling matches with the other three women here at the office was enough to get him fired. The fourth woman was married, unlike the other three, and her husband filed for divorce after she was outed. She took a job somewhere else, but left amicably and was not fired like my former boss was. At least two of the women his wife was suing are settling with her to avoid it going to trial. The yelling matches he was having made it clear she wasn't using the lawsuits as a bargaining chip and would not drop them in exchange for stuff from him. Now that both he and the women from here that he was having an affair with are gone, things have calmed down, which I guess is good.
Yes.
Also, how does he manage it all? He must have a
Dude.
good assistant to be managing all of that, a full-time job and 4 girlfriends and a kid and his
a
wife.
Dude.
Can you imagine?
Wait, didn't they not have a kid?
He had a kid with one of the other women.
Right. Him and his wife didn't have a kid.
Yeah.
But yeah. Oh my. Bro, you had a kid with your mistress before your wife.
Yeah.
Not that it's
I
that
think
much better.
This guy, a lot of terrible qualities.
Yes.
But one of his better qualities is time management.
Time management.
Time management
is
king.
A++.
Time management king.
Oh my
But
God.
yeah, he is a stinky man.
Thank you.
Also, there's a little bit of a postscript. No one has mentioned the affair in weeks, and everything here is boring again. I don't mind the lack of gossip, and I'm still enjoying my new job and great colleagues. I got a small bonus at my yearly review because my boss was so happy with my work. I love my new colleagues, and they have been nothing but welcoming to me. Also, there was speculation in the comments in my first update about whether his wife outed the escort for her affair or for being an escort. The answer is both. I don't agree with their actions, but I empathize with how much pain the affairs have caused her. I get it. That sucks.
Yeah. 100%.
100% sucks.
And what, like, all the wife did was expose what was happening.
Yeah.
Like, expose the truth of what was going down.
And all of these women knew too. It's like
All
it's
these
like a
women knew.
different case if one of the women, it was like, oh, I've been hoodwinked, but they all knew and
Yes.
were all dancing around the wife.
Had the proof.
Had the
receipts.
proof. Samantha says most likely he's likely overcompensating for his lack of masculinity.
Ooh.
Probably immature and using a spicy sleep addiction as a way to cover up the deep hole inside his heart. But thanks for the 5 gifted memberships to cover my hole in my heart, Love Bubbles. We appreciate you dearly. And I'm going to pass off to John for the rest of these because there's a bunch.
Yes, and thanks out Michelle Lozano for the $10 tip on the dono link, and to Mad Hatter Gal 445 for the 10 gifted donations. Mad Hatter is back at it again, Lord of Madness. I think I remembered it from last time. Correct me if I am wrong. And then Nixter, thanks for the $5 tip on the dono link. Thanks for always making me laugh. Thanks for being awesome. Wolf Kiera says they're celebrating a month of membership. The Emily D. Baker knows how to contact YouTube to find the wrong super chat. To fix wrong super chat. Oh,
yeah,
Emily,
we're working on it now.
we're working on it as we speak, actually. So thank you, Wolf Kiara. Uncle Daddy Jesse, our favorite brother father.
Uncle Daddy.
Thanks for the 5 gifted donations. We love to see it. And Kelly C for the $5 tip on the donor link So happy to catch a live. Finally, we're so happy you're here.
We are happy.
And there we are.
But you know what else we're happy about?
What?
The fact that you probably have liked the stream, right?
Have you?
There's no way you haven't, because that would be rude.
It would be. And there's 300 likes on the stream when there are how many people, Sophia? You can check the YouTube. More than 300. I bet you right now. Go to the YouTube.
I'm on the
You can go in another tab. But guys, we know. You know what? I don't even need Sophia to tell me. Although I'll ask her to
Can one of
pull
you
it up.
tell us?
Yeah. Oh yeah. So let us know. Let us know in the comments below. Let us know.
613.
613. Now we're pointing at ourselves in the delay. But guys, we could literally instantaneously get
Like
it to
that.
500, and
Like
then
that.
we could spin the wheel and have a grand old time.
Yeah, we haven't spun the wheel in a long time.
We haven't. So guys, help us help you.
And Twisted Queen 24, thanks for the $20 tip through the donation link, no less. Again, remember, YouTube takes 30%, so
This is true.
don't let them do that.
That's right.
I've been watching you guys since the beginning. Since cringier Sam and John. Is that true? And listen every day. It really helps me get through all the stress of my life. At the moment, and study sessions. Again, I just don't understand. I love you very much and appreciate you so much. Party Parrot.
Let's go. Thanks, y'all. And you know what else we've got for you?
Another story.
Another story. Yeah. Go. Are we still? We're still on the same episode, aren't we?
You're
Yeah, we are.
on the third one.
Also, first time chat on our Twitch. Actual Birch says, what's on Sam's mic? Worms.
Worms. See,
Worms.
even we're part of the worm army.
Thanks, Actual Birch.
That's right.
They're
It is.
cute.
It is cute.
And they're giving each other little hugs.
Oh, yeah. I don't know how Sam's worm configuration is impressive. I've been struggling, but I'm good now. I've got my little guy.
I don't think anyone heard that.
Sorry, Riley. All right, let's get into this next story. Am I the a-hole for asking my wife not to hang out with her friend who has a different lifestyle than us?
Yeah. His lifestyle includes cheating on his wife with my wife.
It just might. This comes from Specialist Sort 4248, who says, my 37 male and my wife, 35 female, have been married for 14 years. Congrats. We met when we were both in college. She studied literature. I studied engineering and was getting into tech. We were dating for 2 years when she got pregnant, and we decided to get married and start a family.
Cute.
We decided together that I would work and she would be a stay-at-home mom because it would be difficult for her to find a well-paying job with her major, and I was already starting to earn quite well.
Get a well-paying job with a lit major.
Go ahead.
Yeah, talk about
List
it,
'em.
Sophia.
I got a well-paying job and I've got a lit major.
All you need is
Tell
a
'em.
brother who has a YouTube channel.
Yeah. I've also always had a fairly conservative approach to family life, and I was happy to be a sole provider. She's always wanted to be a mom and was looking forward to being a stay-at-home mom. Right now, our children are 14 and 12 years old. I have a good job, and my wife stays home taking care of the house. Their arrangement has always suited her, but recently, she has begun to mention that she feels a bit lonely and lacks friends, especially now that the children are older and she has more time to herself. Indeed, our social life mostly consisted of meetings with my work colleagues and their wives, whom my wife can hardly call friends.
Ah, yes. A thriving social life is really going when your social activities are meetings with your work friends.
Indeed. Hello, Bob's wife. Hello, Stan's wife. Hello, Kevin's wife.
Not even saying hanging out, meetings.
Yeah, we had a meeting.
We had a meeting.
Hello, everyone. Are we ready to confer on our Buffalo Wild Wings order?
Yeah. To be fair, though, I do send Cal invites to all of my friends.
This is true. But that's a hangout with a reminder.
Yeah, I actually do
No,
say
it's a meeting.
it says surf / Henry Sam.
Yeah, see? That's not a meeting. That's surfing.
That's a fanfic wreck.
Was that what?
Okay, that was a joke, but you guys didn't get it.
I don't get it.
It was
No.
really funny.
Okay.
Anyways, that's why I was happy at first when my wife ran into her best friend from college. Let's call her Anna. According to my wife, they got along so well as if they didn't almost have a 14-year break in contact. When my wife got pregnant, she drifted apart from her college friends. They started meeting for coffee quite often. When my wife returned from these meetings, she was overjoyed and excited and told me a lot about Anna. It was then that I began to worry.
My wife has friends?
She's having too much fun.
Friends?
How dare you have a life? How dare you?
When I come away from my social meetings, I'm more drained, but somehow she's excited.
Elated.
That's not how it works.
How dare you?
How dare you have pep in your step?
Be sad like me. During the time my wife had no contact with her, Anna got her PhD in literature, started teaching at the university, and became the editor of one of the most important cultural magazines in our country. My husband is an award-winning writer, apparently very well recognized. It's hard for me to say anything about this as I have no idea about literature. Wait, so she was a lit major. I thought he went into tech.
Yeah, he did.
But now he's...
no, her friend is also a lit major, right?
Her friend is also a lit major.
And so they're getting to talk about it, and he's like, oh, I feel like I can't keep up.
But,
right?
Oh, her husband. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I was thinking this was OP's husband. Her husband is an award-winning writer, apparently very well recognized. It's hard for me to say anything about this as I have no idea about literature. They earn well, do not have and do not want children, and basically lead a carefree lifestyle completely different from ours.
They're happy, unlike us.
Oh, ouch. They have lots of friends from their literary academic circle, consider these friends family, quote unquote, and go several times a week to various author meetings, galas, gallery openings, and God knows what else.
This sounds so cool. This sounds so dope.
I'm imagining like their apartment is like all exposed brick and they just have like cool little coffee tables.
And
This
they've got,
sounds
like, pipes.
amazing.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Pipes.
I was cut in half. Yeah, they sound like that. Wait. It almost works. From what I've gathered, they also are much more progressive and liberal than I am. For example, they divide all of their chores and bills 50-50. Whoa. Slow your... Is this communism? Guys, what are we doing over here? What is going on?
They're having fun. And they're letting women do things?
What is this?
They let their women vote.
Is this Lenin? That's a Russian communist guy, right?
Yeah.
From
Crushing
what?
it, John.
Karl Marx.
Woo! Yeah, there we go. That's the guy I was looking
Mark's
for.
in that territory.
From what I've gathered, and they have a mixed gender group of friends.
Whoa!
Friends
Bro.
with women. Whoa!
You can be friends with other genders?
Impossible.
What is this? Communism?
Yeah, yes. Oh my God.
I have to share my wife with everyone? What is this communism?
They get to talk? What is this? Communism?
I live in a conservative state. My wife is my wife. No one else's.
Oh my God. Anna is friends with men and her husband with women, which I always considered inappropriate in a serious relationship. My wife invited Anna and her husband for dinner. For a split second, I forgot that this was from the OP was the husband's perspective. My goodness. My wife invited Anna and her husband for dinner because she really wanted me to meet them. She hoped we would both start going to all of these cultural events with them. They were very polite and respectful and didn't comment in any way on the differences in our lifestyles.
Yeah, they didn't say, your life seems hella boring.
Like...
They were respectful. Thanks, Obama.
so that's what Socrates
Oh,
says.
damn. You got it out before me.
I love that.
I didn't see your comment. I thought of that on my own.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you planted the idea, Socrates. She saw it in her field of view.
Yeah. But dinner was nevertheless quite tiresome for me. as I don't have any common topics with them. My wife knows that I don't share her passion for literature, just as she doesn't share my interest in technology.
I can't read. What is this? Next thing they'll make me reading the Communist Manifesto.
Yeah,
It says communism.
But this has never been an issue in our marriage. We traveled together, like to the grocery store.
Yeah.
Actually, that was her.
Never to Russia. Don't want to step foot in that place.
No, sirree, Bobby. We went on bike trips, went to our favorite restaurants and movies, etc., etc. I didn't understand why she suddenly wants this change. Whoa.
Maybe she wants to be intellectually stimulated
Yeah.
in a way that you just can't provide.
No. Whoa. That's some stimulation that, sorry, Bob. We need more than just your stimulating faculties, if you catch my drift.
I don't get it.
You want me to lay it out for you? Sophia.
I feel like it worked. You know, like you were thinking.
It was an artistic statement.
Exactly.
Yes. It's like
There's only so many buttons I can click.
ooh, here we go.
Yeah.
The husband is not giving 50-50. Not giving half. Not giving half.
Whenever John's like having a moment, boom.
Boom. It just symbolizes how I feel and cut up.
Yeah.
You know, I'm cut up for Opie's
Cut
wife.
to his quick.
Cut to my core.
Exactly.
Anna started talking to my wife, Anna started taking my wife to some of the literary events organized by her magazine and also invited her to write a couple of reviews for a column she is running.
She sounds so cool.
So cool.
I want an Anna.
She apparently sees great potential in my wife and appreciates her insights. Whoa. Appreciating my wife's insights in her work. I don't know. Slow your
My
roll
wife has
over there.
insights.
The only insight. The only insight I'm looking for is what's for dinner tonight, babe. That's the only insights I'm trying to get.
Someone cut that.
I don't want your
Someone
insights. I want you incite me. Boom.
Whoa.
I don't get it, Sophia.
Too bad.
Do we need to call Mrs. Donner? Do we need to call Sam's mom? Goes to another cuss. Oh my gosh. Which my wife accepted with great joy. I was torn. On one hand, I was happy that my wife didn't feel alone and she had something to do when the kids are at school with her friends. On the other hand, my wife was working. Just kidding.
Ew.
On the other hand, I was afraid that I was losing my wife, that she would turn into someone else under Anna's influence.
What?
Communist.
Actualized woman?
Yes. Someone who actually does things that interest her and has friends outside of the people she gave birth to and married.
Disgusting.
Insane. I was also afraid that the other men will hit on her at the events and invite her to. Insecure. Even though maybe if you were a little more stimulating, she would. I mean, she already has showed literally no signs of anything. This is all on you, bro.
Maybe be better.
Be better. Even though my wife repeats that all of Anna's friends know that she is married and a mother, they never cross any boundaries and always speak of her family with respect. I finally told my wife that I was uncomfortable with her friendship with Anna. Wow. That I was afraid their relationship would change her for the worse and that she would no longer care about our marriage and children. I said that I can't forbid her to do anything, but I can forbid her to do anything. No. But that I would feel so much better if she didn't go to all these events with Anna and if she didn't accept an offer to write reviews for her magazine.
Why?
Dude.
He's literally keeping her down.
Absolutely. Like you've gotten to have a whole career and from everything we've read, OP likes his career and is interested and got to go down this route. OP is interested in literature and has not had the chance to
express herself in
she
that
has
way
been
for a while.
raising
OP,
your
OP's
children.
Wife.
Say again?
Yeah,
OP's wife.
OP's wife.
OP's wife, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, should she not? Like, he's so close to saying, like, we don't have a, like,
What
equal
it sounds
50-50
like,
marriage.
What it sounds like is they don't have an intellectual connection.
They don't have an intellectual connection, and I think he's like barring her from
developing it, and
From
like
developing.
and he's basically like they don't she I feel like what my read on what's happened is she doesn't have an intellectual connection with her husband, and she hasn't been able to fulfill that intellectual connection since being with her husband.
Yes.
And now she finally has this friend Anna, to which that she feels isn't like maybe an intellect, not an intellectual equal necessarily, but like a someone that she has an intellectual connection with, and the husband is insecure because he's never been able to fulfill that. That's I think
yes.
what's happening here.
Absolutely. And now he's trying to block her from all these things.
Yeah.
Which is like, what if this is
What
like
if this is good? What if this improves your marriage? So like something that you can't provide, she's getting somewhere else, and I think that's okay.
and like if any of our partners like got this opportunity and it was like, oh, all these things were happening, we would be like, this is amazing.
Awesome. Amazing.
This is so great. Like we would be happy and celebrate.
But alas,
We're communists.
we're communists and we never celebrate.
Rats. No, we always celebrate. You know what I mean?
I don't know what you mean.
I
What do you
don't.
mean? I don't get it.
Yeah, you know what I mean. My wife said that the friendship with Anna is very important to her, that she has been feeling depressed lately, spending most of the day at home alone, and that contact with people with whom she can talk about things she's passionate about, like Sam said, has made her feel significantly better. I promised that I will work less and I will spend more time with her. Babe, I'm all the
intellectual stimulation you need. Look at this
That's
big
right.
noggin.
Oh, yeah.
Let's talk about tech stuff, though.
So much brains in my cranium.
Yeah, you know what? I have your favorite bedtime story. We could talk about it. The history of the hitherto existing society is the history of class struggles. Freeman and slave, patrician and plebeian, lord and serf.
Sam's future wife, that's what you got to, that's your intellectual
There we go.
stimulation.
That was the beginning of the Communist Manifesto, by the way.
Oh, okay. Nice. Dude, comedic genius over here. I also repeated that I cannot forbid her to see Anna and her friends, but that her friendship makes me really uncomfortable. I feel like he's the subtext is, I don't want you to.
I don't want you to be with Anna or hang out with Anna.
like, or else.
Yep.
Ooh,
Red flag alert.
A very correct
There
button
we go,
press.
Sophia. Good
From
button
Sophia.
press.
Let's
Good
go.
button press, Sophia.
W's in the chat for producer Sophia. And there we go. And there we go. I also repeated, I already said that. She was sad but understood me and said that she will stop spending time with Anna. Oh,
No one should understand this man.
no. I could understand that he needs divorce.
Honestly.
Can we get a poll?
Yeah.
Divorce or not?
Divorce or not?
Divorce or not? Yesterday, I talked to my older brother, whose advice I always appreciate about this situation. He said that me and my wife married really young and that it's understandable that she might feel like she's missing out on things outside of family life. He also said the only way to make sure my wife is with me because she really loves me and not because she's stuck with me and has no other options is to give her freedom to spend time with other people, even though it makes me uncomfortable. Opie's brother, coming in clutch.
Mm-hmm.
Coming in clutch. And we're getting so far.
You're too
I'm
hot.
too.
You're too hot.
Bow, bow, chicka, chicka, bow, bow, bow. It's getting hot in here. So take off all your clothes. Bow, don't, bounce, bow, don't, bow, don't, bounce, bow, don't. Yeah. You know what we could do? I could sit in Sam's seat and keep reading.
Oh, you think you can sit in my seat?
Ooh.
You can just take my seat like that?
Ooh, yeah, I think I can.
You think you just do that?
Yeah.
All right.
Yay. That's better. Oh, what this dude, how do you sit like this is how the chair and everything is right?
What
Does
did
this
you
ever
say?
happen? Like, okay, so the pillows like are making me slope back like this, and like talking into the mic, I feel like I'm I guess the mic's like right there. It
Yeah.
felt like the mic is
Sit
like
upright.
pointing away from me. I was, but then it like feels so awkward. Anyways, let's get back. So I really don't want to be a person who limits my wife's freedoms, but I also don't want to be tempting fate in order to see if she really loves me. It would break my heart to lose her, and maybe deep inside, I feel like she would leave me if she had any other options. So, right. So I don't want her to have these options.
Oh.
I feel like crap. Am I the a-hole? Ladies and gentlemen, so our vote right now is 84%.
Who's saying stay together?
Yes, divorce. What's the percentage on that? 16%. 16% are saying to stay together. So let's talk about this. I mean, I think he's really bad and really slow, but maybe he's like finally realizing like, okay, this is like, he hasn't called it an insecurity yet.
Well, he's like, I don't want her to leave because if I let her, realize that she can have friends, she won't stay with me. That's
exactly
bad.
It's very, very bad. And yeah, I think that and the thing is, this has been going on. Didn't just like happen overnight. This has been going on for 14 years. They've had children together. Their oldest kid is 14 years old.
Like, is this why she doesn't have any other friends until now?
Yes, because she left her job. They were both working, and then they got pregnant pretty young, I believe, and she did this. She did it. I do believe, and this is what OP says, that she did decide to be a stay-at-home mom at first, but I think like 14 years, she's like, okay, that's a long time to not be able to pursue your interests.
Anything that you want, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, very bad. I think divorce because and we always say, go to therapy first, but like overall, I feel like I don't know that he's going to change. I don't feel like it's going to happen. Tiana says he wants someone he can control that won't outshine him. Great point. Yeah, also being outshined. Because, yeah, Crystal says he's going to make her depression worse. Absolutely. Like, she has told him, I am depressed. And then she told him, I am feeling so much better after spending time with Anna.
Yeah, and he said, I don't want you to feel better.
Literally.
You should only talk to me.
The solution, you're telling me you don't want your wife to get out of depression? Like,
No, because he's controlling.
He is so controlling. So controlling. Alan Foster says he is showing promise for change.
Not yet, I feel.
I think the only thing you could give him is he has not reached that point yet at all. I believe. But I think he's like inching closer to realizing that this is his own insecurities, and that maybe his wife that his wife would like basically isn't leading a fully fulfilled life and probably would have a more fulfilled life out not being married to him. But I don't think he's there yet, I would say. Alan. Lucy Smith, he's insecure that she'll find someone who treats her right. Absolutely. Who lets her literally like, these are all great things. It's not like she's going out and like hanging out with a guy and like, staying till 3 a.m. at his house and stuff like that. Like in others, like this is not the case in the slightest. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Scooter Kid says, so he's insecure. He doesn't care if someone else, if being alone, home alone hurts his wife. Yeah, absolutely. And it's like you taking time off work is not going to solve the issue. Like you guys have been spending time together 14 years. Like, okay, great. Like spending more time with your partner. Amazing. But like, it's okay to want to have friends. This is not a crazy concept.
You guys wouldn't let me have friends for like the first few months I was here.
What do you mean?
I just couldn't leave. I had so much work to do.
That's true. We were grinding. But you grew your friends. You just told us today. You were like, dude, I came here and I wasn't sure, and then like, boom, all of a sudden I'm walking down the street and I'm like, oh, hey, what's up? Like just running into friends on the street. It's
Yeah, that is true now.
Right?
But it took a while.
It took, I mean, 6 months is pretty good. I would say you were able to get
I'm a
some
pretty
friends at
social
a
guy.
pretty
Yeah,
good,
you're
pretty
right.
decent pace. JC says, this guy is giving major PTSD for my ex. Would get mad anytime I would even hang out with my friends. And that was like 3 times in a year occurrence because he would get so upset.
Wow.
That is crazy.
Yeah, you just gotta
That is-
cut it at that point.
Absolutely. Yeah. Glad you divorced from that, JC. 100%. By the way, how's our other camera doing?
It's good. It's good to go. Switch. You guys can switch.
Whoa. Let's see. I like singing. It's hot in here when it gets too hot in here
I've
for the
noticed.
camera. Bow, bow, chicka,
It's
chicka,
getting
bow,
hot in
bow.
here.
Oh yeah,
It's
bow,
getting colder in
bow.
here.
It's getting cold in here. No windows open now. Heck yeah. Oh my
Hello
gosh.
there.
The comments?
Relevant comments? No. I refuse.
Okay.
I refuse. I'm just kidding.
Did we finish that story?
No, no,
haven't
no,
read the
no.
relevant
I was
comments
just
yet.
being a booty.
Oh, I see. I thought you meant like the comments from the chat.
Ew. We got, which by the way, thanks for those comments, guys. Great comments, great discussion. Let's get into these relevant comments in the story. Snow Hesitations 901 says, I fail to see what your wife is doing wrong. It doesn't sound like she's doing anything inappropriate or damaging your relationship. Agreed. She even chose to accept what I find to be an unreasonable request in order to keep you comfortable. Most people need a community they can relate to. It doesn't devalue your relationship for her to have friends that share her interests. Not gonna lie, you sound really insecure and pathetic here. You're the a-hole. Oh, which by the way, we haven't explicitly said this, and Riley would love to get a poll up. Is OP the a-hole?
Oh yeah, everyone said yes.
Yes.
Easy.
It was 90%.
Easy.
Yes.
You're done.
You're done. You're done,
You'll
sweetheart.
never work again in this town.
You never work again in this town. Federation of Penguins says, you're the a-hole. Hard you're the a-hole, but I'm not going to be mean to you because you sound like you legitimately don't know what you're doing. You only see your wife in relation to you.
Mhm.
You do not care about her wants, desires, or needs. She is finally a little bit happy, and you're going to have to take that from her because you're worried about how it affects you. Do you even love your wife?
No. He's obsessed with his wife. And he
Ooh.
doesn't, like, he has an obsession and he doesn't want anyone to steal her from him.
That is true.
He covets.
He covets. He smothers and hides away. My precious.
I was about to say that, yeah. He Gollums his wife.
He Gollums his wife.
Don't call him your wife.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Then how could you look at her happy and content, saying this might affect me someday, so I need to take it from her? Exactly. Jamaican me cry, 1023 says. That's because she's not a person to him. God forbid
Damn.
she gets all uppity and wanting to finish her education, cultivate interests that aren't about him or the kids, or even, gasp, ask him to pitch in around the house. Too liberal. And that's it.
Wow.
That is literally the end.
You screamed and we fell splat on the floor
Yep.
to the end of the story. Yeah, he sucks.
Bro sucks
Easy.
booty.
So much booty.
So much booty in a terrible way. This is bad.
Yuck, yuck, yuck.
Yuck, yuck, yuck.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it seems like to me, the thing is, and of course we always say like, or at least I always say like, good to go to counseling, all these things. But
He needs to go to some therapy for himself.
yeah, overall, I believe and guess that he will not like ultimately change his actions because we
No.
have 14 years. Anything's possible, but I
Yeah.
would guess that he's going to continue to try to control you, and you've spent 15 years on this. I think that you deserve to go out and I think like she probably just got used to it, and then her world is just lighting up again, which is why
she's
she was
like, oh my
depressed.
God, it's so fun.
Yeah.
And great. And he's like, no. And she's like, oh, okay.
And
I'll
how
get my
amazing
show.
of this friend Anna to like come back,
See,
give her
you
these
have
opportunities.
Potential. She literally turns up to Anna. She goes, kid, you got potential.
Honestly, if this was me, I would be crying tears of joy.
Yeah. I'd be
For
like,
my
oh
wife.
God.
That's right.
That's amazing.
But you know what else is so amazing, Sophia?
What?
These donators got you. Freaking gotcha.
Got me.
Linda with the 5 gifted memberships. Let's freak go. Mac, thanks for celebrating your 2-month membership. Love y'all. Love you back. Want to use this to thank the community for the good luck you all sent me. I lost both my jobs last week and got a new one 3 days later.
Amazing. I was about to be very sad for you, but now I'm happy for you.
This is the power of our community. We rally together and we say, hey,
Good job.
you got this. I freaking love it. Yelly Gibbs celebrating 1 month. Oh, I already read that. Oh, did I? No, I didn't. Love you guys. I was gifted my first membership and decided I couldn't give it up. It's too good. Yelly, we are excited to have you in. And by the way,
To keep you.
Monday?
Monday?
We have a little announcement on Monday.
Whoa.
And I would advise,
Whoa.
if you like your memberships, keep them coming because
Keep 'em coming.
we have some fun stuff. That's all I'll say.
Stuff on the horizon.
Sophia, I won't say anything more.
Okay.
You could twist my arm and I would say no. I am
Say it.
no.
Say more.
I won't. Cross
I'm
my
gonna
arm.
twist your arm.
Ah! Oh, wait. Oh, no, I won't do it.
Say more.
I won't. Wow, Sophia really twisted my arm,
really
guys. That was
twisted it.
actually I twisted my own arm a little aggressively. Thanks, Secret Citizen, for the $5 tip on the dono link. Listening while cleaning my art studio. Ooh, and need an extra hour. Also, what's going on? What story are we listening to? We just finished we actually have an old TLDR. Just realized that. But the TLDR of the story that we just did was OP did not let his wife basically do anything.
Yeah.
And
OP sucked and didn't want his wife to have friends.
exactly. And she needed
And that's
to
where
leave.
we're at.
That's where we're at. And also Sleepless Nights, celebrating a 3-month membership. Our fave. What's going on? Oh, dang. I've been here for too long. Love you guys. However, forever. Let's go.
Forever.
All right. And now,
Yes.
I think it's that time.
That time of the year.
Yes. To read a story. Sophia was going to say time of the month and then switched it to. I love how you said year instead of day. Like, it's that one time, the one time a year that we read a story for you guys on live. Not like we literally go live like dang near every day and read to you guys.
Yeah, you got me.
You got
me.
Anyways,
Alrighty.
let's do it.
Am I the a-hole for limiting my relationship with my daughter after she ignored her ill mother? So, Throwaway Philosopher 1 says, my daughter is 19, still very young, but old enough to know what she did wrong. 5 years ago, my wife, her biological mother, began to exhibit very strange behavior. She would say weird things, make impulsive decisions, and act strange. She and my daughter would clash often. Now my daughter was a daddy's girl, but she was still close with her mother. I honestly thought my wife was going through a midlife crisis and dealing with the pressures of working while raising a teen, and we had a come to Jesus talk. About 6 months after the start of the behavior, my wife ended up in a really bad accident. When they were performing emergency surgery, they found a ball-sized tumor pressing her brain, which was the cause of her initial behavior. That's crazy that it took a car accident to go get this checked out.
And we had
it just happened to come up.
Yeah, and we had a story before where the OP in that story started having all these strange behaviors, and they also realized it was like a growth or some sort of thing in his brain that was
whose wife divorced him.
Yes.
Yeah.
Insane. Thank God they found it.
Yeah, absolutely. Before it got worse. My wife ended up having to relearn everything from walking to talking. She was still reeling from the effects of the accident and the brain tumor and was mentally and physically disabled for a while. Our daughter refused to be seen in public with my wife. She hated the mess of the wheelchair and her mother's condition. She would also just ignore her mother and speak to me all the time, sometimes even about her. She saw my wife as a burden and would complain to people to the point where the school called me. The school's at that point, she's been talking. If it gets to the point where the school has to call you, what is she saying? At the time, I was just struggling to get by and I couldn't alienate my daughter. My wife needed a lot of care and my daughter was in a difficult stage of her life that I couldn't abandon her in. When my daughter went off to college, I was sad, but also somehow relieved. My wife still needs a wheelchair sometimes, and she has difficulty with some things, but she has honestly improved so much. It really solidified our love for each other and our belief in our marriage. My daughter is coming for summer break after exams. I don't know why, but I feel uncomfortable with her staying for this long. I feel like the sense of closeness I had with her evaporated when she treated her own mother callously. I don't know what to do. My wife is very excited to have our daughter come, but I don't want to see her heartbroken. I've tried getting over it and talking with my therapist, but I just can't feel emotionally close with my daughter, and I'm sure she'll notice. Am I the a-hole? And there is an edit and an update.
Well, this daughter is a piece of work. She's a teenager?
Yeah. Well, now she's in college. She's just started college, yeah.
Dude. Come on.
Yeah.
What?
Just to talk that badly about your parent who is, going through an extremely difficult time.
Yes.
At school in front of other classmates and apparently teachers.
So much so, and also at university.
Yeah.
Like that's
well, no, this was prior to when she was in high school, and now she is at university.
Right. But even still, like if the school is like, yo, your daughter's trashing her mom like way too much, it's like a problem.
Yeah.
What the heck? I think do we think OP is the a-hole?
No, I don't think OP is the a-hole. I do think he needs to get his daughter in some kind of therapy though.
Yeah.
Because it seems like she's taking this really hard. And she's like lashing out in a way that's not acceptable.
Yes.
And I think that, they need to send the daughter.
You think it's like she's maybe like scared, traumatized or something of that nature?
I don't know.
Manifesting. Yeah.
It could be. It could be she just sucks, or it could be she's, dealing with a really horrible situation in a really horrible way.
This is true. But we got to get to the bottom of it. Is there
There's an edit and an update.
Oh.
Edit. I don't know where any of your assumptions about my wife are coming from. Her mother was never abusive in any way, including mentally or emotionally. When I said my wife did or said strange things, she had regressed in some ways to a child, which was exacerbated by the accident. For example, she would go on and on about a show she watched. She couldn't tell a story. She would spit out food if she didn't like it. My daughter would never have been put in an abusive situation. And there is an update.
So basically saying like, they were like, hey,
there's no reason for her, like she wasn't wronged in any way.
Yeah. It's not like when the mom, before the mom was able to get the surgery and go into recovery. Yeah. She was like obviously acting very different and like had this like childlike tendencies, but it wasn't anything violent or anything that would warrant this type of response from
nothing aggressive.
Nothing aggressive. Yeah. 100%.
But there's an update.
Oh, let's get into it.
Mother's Day was terrible. I don't know why I'm updating this. Maybe it's for the few people who can sympathize. A lot of the prior comments made untrue, horrible accusations about my wife. Again, OP says my wife was never abusive or even mean, not in any state. It makes it so much harder to understand why our daughter would be so cold to her mother. My wife's mental state before the accident, and then they kind of repeat. My wife would spit food out back into her plate, bluntly say it tasted bad, and wipe her nose with her sleeve like a child. I made the error of thinking she was having a midlife crisis because she bought an expensive dress because it was soft. She would forget to do things, her responsibilities, and mother and daughter clashed because she would tell stories with no beginning and end, just rambling. She would ask the same questions over and over. She would promise to pick her up or bring something and forget, things that would annoy a teenage girl. The tumor was concentrated in the back of the head. When she got into the car accident, it made everything worse. She needed to relearn everything. She is still disabled. We had high expectations for our daughter, but she set them high for herself. She had a dream school where she wanted to go since she was 12. It meant that I had to chauffeur to so many activities throughout high school and sacrifice a lot to make sure she got the opportunities she wanted. It meant leaving my disabled wife in a long-term care facility to hopefully recover. It was COVID, so there were long stretches where we didn't visit her. She was there for too long. I never should have left her there. Oh,
That is so sad.
so sad.
Oh.
I guess during COVID he was saying that he wasn't capable of taking care of his wife or giving her the proper care.
Yeah, my understanding is he's like, hey, I realized I needed like professionals.
Yeah.
And so he like brings her to the care facility, but then there was like kind of a backfiring where it was like, I left her there too long without interaction with us.
Yeah, and probably couldn't see her as much as he wanted to because of COVID.
Which I'm sure that is a very important part of their like development and relearning, etc.
Yeah.
It's like, oh hey, here's my husband, like maybe triggering old
Routine,
memories, routine, like all of those things. I'm no expert. Let me know in the comments, but I would imagine that that's a important part. The same way that having a professional who can help with like maybe medications or other like technical medical stuff is important, but it's like to like not being able to see her family for months at a stretch. I'm sure that would probably be very, very damaging for the process. And also like during COVID, like
COVID was already hard, but to like have to be in a
bless you.
Sorry. Have to be in a care facility already isolated. Probably more, it's more so isolated in that care facility, but also isolated from your family. It's just very difficult.
Very tough.
Yeah.
Very tough.
When she came home, my wife was still largely nonverbal and wheelchair bound. She needed help with everything from eating to going to the bathroom. I earned a little as a caregiver on top of my regular job. My daughter was so cruel and cold to her mother at that time. She wasn't a young kid or even a young teen anymore. She was never expected and never did take care of her mother, so it wasn't caregiver burnout. She would hate if her mother came outside with her and would later blame it on the wheelchair, saying it was bulky and attracted attention. She would ignore her mother and moved away to distance herself physically. I ended up getting a call from the school because a classmate had overheard what she said about her mother and reported it as ableism.
Reported ableism for talking about her own mom.
Wow.
Bro.
Yeah. I don't know what she said. All I know is that she was very cruel to her mother. I had her in individual therapy. Okay. So he, because I was saying
I think
he should send her, you should have sent her, but he did.
It sounds like OP is like really trying.
Really trying.
Really trying,
yeah.
Yes. And even recognizing where they made mistakes and stuff.
And we did therapy as father and daughter. It was her choice to stop. Okay, so it seems like OP is doing everything that he can.
Yes.
For both his wife and daughter. And it's not working.
Yeah.
Which is so hard because it's already out of his, like everything seems like out of his control.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
By the way, Riley, could we, what's the ones that we missed? The donations? I just wanted to make sure there was a donation that we got.
Oh, was it a sticker?
I don't know if it was a sticker. Tony Q10, thanks for the $5. Let's go. First time live. Let's freaking go.
Welcome.
But thank you.
Everyone say hi to
stickers.
Tony.
Yes.
My daughter ended up getting into her dream college. They had an accepted students weekend and she demanded that her mother stay home, even though parents were invited. By that time, my wife had made leaps and bounds in progress and was disappointed to stay home. I went and tried to be a proud father. At least she let her mother go to graduation. Wow. Wait, okay, high school graduation, I guess. My daughter came home a few days ago. Her exams were earlier. She informed us that she earned a research position with a professor for the summer. My wife was overjoyed, writing a card all on her own about how proud she was and she wished she saw her daughter grow into an accomplished young woman. How proud she was to share this moment. My daughter looked sick with guilt. I know what that looks like. Wow. On Mother's Day, I made a comment that she couldn't ignore her mother today. She told me to stop saying that. I made another comment about how proud her mother was of her and how much she loved her. I was doing it on purpose. It ended up with her saying she regretted what she did. I always had my suspicions. I interrogated her until she tearfully admitted she hated what her mother turned into, and she hit her mother once.
Yes.
Wow. And she was ashamed to be around her because of what people thought. We got into a shouting match and she yelled at me that I was so focused on everyone else's behavior because I regretted my own. It's true in a lot of ways. Because of COVID, there were limited visiting hours, but I still didn't visit as much as I should have. I left my wife in a facility to focus on our daughter, but also so that it would be easier for me. There are no siblings, no grandparents to help. I didn't visit as much as I should have because I hated how much my wife would sob when I had to leave. I started feeling guiltier when I read a news article about a nurse being sentenced for assaulting a woman in a coma. I thought about my wife. She was nonverbal, had limited short-term memory, and wheelchair-bound. I wouldn't know what would happen. I tried to convince myself that it was fine, but all I did was find more and more news articles about abuse at care facilities. I would have nightmares. I pulled my wife out. I took months off work. I finally got her home. She was taken care of, but not like I would have. There were a few knots in her hair, bruising, sores. Presumably like bed sores.
Bed sores, right.
I won't lie, the care was brutal. Now I had to juggle taking care of my wife and making sure my daughter was supported and able to reach her dreams. And it was hard seeing my wife like that. She was accomplished and intelligent, and now couldn't do a puzzle or eat on her own or go to the bathroom by herself. There was a huge learning curve, and they assigned a nurse to come see my wife every few days. My wife is so sweet. I attended a caregiver support group, and I feel guilty because my wife doesn't have the fits of temper or the rage or the depression that others did. I felt guilty for being tired. Some had it a lot harder than I did. She got better, and over time, it was like she was almost back to her old self, and she never lost love for either of us. It hurts that she blames herself for how our daughter treated her. Maybe I shouldn't have let my daughter focus on prestige and appearance so much. Maybe I should have realized the signs early on and exposed her to others. My daughter and I aren't speaking. My wife just wants a happy family. I'm looking for therapy for us as a family.
Oh, wow.
Oh, so sad.
Truly.
To a point, you as a parent, you can't blame yourself for that because you have raised your kid to make their own choices, and those are the choices they've decided to make.
Yeah, his child is an adult now.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, at the end of the day, like if you decide to become a crappy person, like there is only so much you can do.
Yeah.
It does reach a point. How do you feel like OP did say I did visit her less. Do you think OP made the right decisions and did the right things?
I think when you're going through something that difficult,
Yeah.
you're always going to have regrets about how you handled it. Because you're a human and you're watching a person you cared very deeply about go through something unimaginable.
Yes.
And it's hard to watch that.
Totally. Like when he said, he felt so terrible when she would be sobbing when he was leaving, and that was he realized that was one of the reasons why I didn't go back as often.
Yeah.
I can empathize with that, you know, I could totally see being in that scenario. And he was honest about himself. He's like, hey, other people had it worse. So I don't think he's deflecting responsibility.
No.
I think he's like, yeah, I could have done better. And I think he, tried his best to make the decisions that at the time seemed like the best solutions. And also, like he said, trying to raise his daughter as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, the one thing I will say is it kind of like what to Riley's point of you can't always change how your kids are. There's also a point of the type of person like obviously people want to see their children like have success and do great things, but like not if that comes at the cost of them being like a terrible person. So I think, you know, OP was trying to balance it all, but the daughter wasn't giving anything.
Yeah,
you know,
because quick OK story time. One of my uncles had 2 kids, and one of the kids like stole a bunch of money from him and like a lot of other family members, and he was taking it really hard on himself. And I asked the brother, I was like, why are you not like taking it as hard as your dad? And he was like, well, like exactly what I said. Dad raised him to be his own person, make his own choices, and he made those. And there's nothing Dad could have done to make him a better person. It's just what at the end of the day, people have their own free will and they get to choose what they want to do with it.
Yeah.
It is so crazy how like you can have a human come from you, but then they could like become evil.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Kind of wild.
Nature versus nurture.
That's true. Crazy.
What else is true?
What?
Subscribing.
Hey, guys. You love us. We love you.
You love us. We love you.
Why don't you come and subscribe to us too?
Oh, a
With
little Barney song.
Yeah, with a great big hug and a like from me to you. So please subscribe to me too.
Oh, that was great.
For my song.
There we go.
Thank you.
Also, if this is your first time being on a live, do a little wave or like,
Oh,
say,
yeah.
hey, first time.
Do a little,
Waves
do a
in the
little
chat.
dance.
Do a little dance.
Do a little
Make a
wiggle.
little love. Subscribe tonight. I'm just making up songs today,
That's
guys.
good. Wow.
We're making up songs today. And
Oh,
we got
boy.
some donos, I think.
Yeah.
Sophia, hit it.
Firebird Folio's book. Thank you for the $5. Sophia, sacre bleu. Blue is pronounced bleu. Sacre bleu. Love when you say it. Thanks. I appreciate it. You scroll up, Riley.
We love a good Sophia. Sacre bleu.
Il est sacré bleu. Amandine, thank you for the $10 tip. I can't imagine a day without watching your show. Hopefully it will get the stream to last longer tonight. Thank you for watching. We
Long
can't
last
imagine
time.
a day.
Not doing a
Period.
long stream. Period.
I can't imagine a day. Christy Steele, thank you for the $2. Can you call Sleepless and Blondest, please? For why?
Forgot. Go on the Discord.
Yeah, go on the Discord.
Figuring out. We haven't done as many calls, but
And Tony Q, thank you again for your $5.
let's go first time live.
Yep.
Hey.
And we got a wheel spin here, guys. We got a wheel spin. You guys ready for a wheel spin?
Yeah.
Let's go, baby.
I really want
Come
some
on.
Jeopardy.
Let's get it. That was a hard
No,
spin.
we did that one already. Oh, well, John could do it now.
Apology?
Okay, here's the concept, John.
Yes.
Basically,
Why do you have it like twice on there?
yeah, because to increase the chances of it happening. So you have to call someone random in
Yep.
your phone and apologize, but you don't tell them what you're apologizing for, and they have to basically come up with like, oh, are you sorry for this thing? And just be like, oh no, I'm just sorry, and then they have to come up with an excuse for you.
Interesting.
Yeah.
You can
Okay.
tell them you're on OP though. Okay.
Or you can prank call someone, a big business, and try to get to another John within that business.
Dude,
Good prank call.
I'm not going to lie. The prank call is calling me.
Lurking Puppy, thank you for the $5. I can relate to OP. I don't visit my grandma in the nursing home because she has schizophrenia, and seeing the way she acts hurts me so much. Yeah, I'm so sorry about that. It can be very hard to visit friends and family who are going through those things. Sorry, John. Let's get back to John.
It's all good. All good. All right, here we go.
I can call on the big
Oh,
computer.
true. Even
Everyone
better.
can experience
That's
this.
smart.
What company call John?
Santa Monica Swim Center. Or if there's a better one, I'm down, but
Let
let's
me
pop to
look
Google
up
Maps.
that thing real quick.
Yep.
Here's this. Oh, we got another dono.
Okay, ready? Yeah, you got the number?
Yeah.
Boom. Yeah, I almost started
Oh,
reading
did
out
you
loud.
get this
I
one?
guess that's not good. Which one?
Don't know.
Did you read it, Sophia?
I did.
Yeah,
Okay,
Sophia
cool.
read it. There we go.
Should've got it.
Thanks, Lurkin Puppy. Shout it again.
Loading. Is that Sam's eye? Yeah, it is.
We're pulling it up.
Socrates says California is a 2-party state. Don't forget.
Darn too. What if we call another state that's only a 1-party state? Does that count? 2-party state means you have to like tell them you're recording.
Oh, sure.
Or you go, hi, I'm recording for quality purposes.
Yeah. True. Yeah. I found that Olivia Garcia is the most common name in California, according to ChatGPT. So I'm going to see if I can find an Olivia Garcia. I asked for the most common first name and then the most common last name, and then I put that together. Oh, Maria Garcia. That's what it was. Maria Garcia. Mad Hatter, thanks for the 10 gifted memberships.
Riley, your mom says it has to be like we have to be in a 1-party state.
A goof. A goof. We're getting there. My deepest childhood memory. Oh wow. I remember discovering one of my original favorite artists. I was listening to a jazz radio on Pandora, and then this song from Common came on, and I was like, that's interesting. I've never heard hip hop like this before in my life. It was The People by Common. I remember the specific song, and then I started going down a rabbit hole and researching, and that's how I fell in love with hip hop.
We're good now.
So there you go.
I feel like we should check.
And we're back.
Okay,
we
cool.
should check this before we.
Nope. We're gonna
Okay.
do it. Star
Boom.
67.
So ready.
I think you just say that you're recording for quality purposes.
Maria
Following
Garcia,
the Santa
you are
Monica
mine.
Swim Center. Swim Center is located on the Santa Monica
Ah.
College campus at 2225 16th Street, 90405. For hours of operation, press 1. To make a reservation, receive information about Swim Center memberships, or to speak with a guest service assistant, press 2.
There
For
we go.
class registration, please note the Swim Center will be open on an abbreviated schedule for Memorial Day on Monday, May 27th from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m.
Nice.
Reservations for lap swimming may be made online or over the phone. Please visit smgov.net/reserve to make your online reservation today using your Swim Center membership. Phone reservations may only be made on the day of only between the hours of 8:15 a.m. and 10 a.m. Monday through Friday. Cancellations must be made 24 hours in advance to avoid.
Let me find Maria. No!
It wasn't.
Maria!
It wasn't gonna do it.
We were almost there.
Oh.
No, you have to wait. You have to wait all of that stuff.
No.
You have to wait. Yes.
We were so close.
Why don't we do a
That was
Jeopardy?
so kidding.
What if we did Jeopardy?
What if we did Jeopardy? No.
If it
Again,
kills
one more
us.
time.
Santa Monica Swim Center. Swim Center is located on the Santa Monica College campus. Please note the Swim Center will be open on an abbreviated schedule for Memorial Day on Monday, May 27th
You
from
made
10
us do
a.m.
this
to 2
again,
p.m.
Riley.
Uncle
Reservations
Daddy
for lap
Jesse, it
swimming
also
may be
gives
made
me
Love
anxiety.
that.
online
What are we
or over
listening
the
to?
phone.
We're listening to the Santa
Please
Monica
visit
Swim Center.
smgov.net/reserve
I hate prank calling.
to make
My
your
stomach
online
hurts.
reservation today using your Swim Center
Dem
membership.
says do something.
Phone reservations
Yeah, let's
may
do
only
Jeopardy.
be made on the
Everyone,
day of
let's do a
only
poll.
between the hours of
We're almost
8:15
there,
a.m. and 10 a.m. Monday
Let's see if
through
I can
Friday.
get to Maria Garcia.
Cancellations must be made 24 hours in advance to avoid a deduction from your membership. Send your cancellation via email to aquatics.mailbox@santamonica.gov
They have zero
or by
retention on this phone
contacting
call.
a guest services assistant.
Got to be a
Please
good.
stay on the line, and a guest service
call.
assistant
Just
will be
wait
right with you.
For a second.
Maria Garcia. And they can hear me?
Santa Monica Swim Center. How can I help you?
Hello. I'm just recording for quality purposes, but I was looking to get in touch with Maria. What a swim appointment?
Maria? There's no Maria that works here.
Are you sure? I think it was Maria Garcia.
Is she with the swim group?
Yeah, she's with the swim group. Yeah.
Okay, so the swim group people, they don't work here. They rent out lanes from us, and they swim in the water. So they're not in the office.
How could I leave a message for Maria Garcia?
No, if she's not one of our employees, there's no way for us to get her a message. We don't, other than contracts, we don't really talk to the coaches.
I found Maria Garcia.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry about that. Okay, what's the best thing I could do to get in touch with Maria?
So if you know the group that they're with, if it's H2O
I'm
for the
trying,
love of
Grandpa.
water,
Get in touch with Maria Garcia.
I'm trying, Grandpa. Calm down. It's all good.
I would contact the swim group that they are affiliated with.
Okay, I'll contact the swim group. Thank you. All right, Grandpa. That's enough out of you. That's enough out of you, Grandpa. Thank you so much. I'll see you next time. Jeez.
I hated that. We are not ever doing that again. Sophia left the room and you were screaming.
I thought I was doing okay.
John was doing great, and then this guy, I'm like over here holding him back from the microphone.
It was horrible.
You did that wrong.
It was horrible.
Dude, I was so confused.
Nothing would have happened otherwise.
That was horrible. That made me firsthand cringe. I had to leave.
We made it pretty long though.
Ugh, Sam.
I'm surprised.
Can we do Jeopardy?
Okay. Riley's so disappointed.
We'll give him another one.
We're not doing Jeopardy. We're getting into another story.
Oh, snap.
Yeah. Wow. I'm gonna do a poll if we should prank call again.
Never again. I didn't even want to do it the first time.
No, like for future times. All right, we got some donos. Matt Hatter.
Hey, Matt Hatter. I don't know if I already read that, but Matt Hatter, again, thank you so much. Big shout out for the 10 gifted memberships. We're loving seeing the gifted memberships.
Yeah.
It's been pretty fire.
Ooh.
Tony Q10, thanks for the $1 tip on the dono link. I'm going to be in LA from the 26th to the 2nd. What restaurants would you recommend?
To Madre.
To
Santa
Madre.
Monica.
There you go. Oh, go to Porto's if you're in the valley.
Go to
sure.
Gondom Style.
Gorilla Tacos in downtown LA is pretty good.
Go to Gorilla Tacos in Koreatown for unlimited Korean barbecue.
Whoa.
Wait, Gorilla Tacos is it in Korean? What?
I said Gondom Style.
Oh.
It's another restaurant.
I know. Gotcha.
Those are my suggestions. And then the Crow Queen, thanks for the $333 tip. I appreciate you helping me get through Pilates instructor training. All of the anatomy is so dry and daunting, but you guys make it bearable. The Crow Queen, we got you.
Got you. Ali Feeney, it was hard to be in the room. Frankly.
Oh
But you know
my
it's
gosh.
not hard to be in the room for?
What?
This next story.
Let's get it. Is it me?
It's you.
Here we go.
Yeah, I read the sad one.
Oh. 505S. 505S2. Let's get to it, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. Am I the a-hole for excluding my stepchildren from receiving inheritance? That's a good question. This comes from Quick Mood 1077, who says, throwaway account for privacy. I don't think that anyone I know is on Reddit, but still, I don't want this post on my main. I, 38 female, am married to 45 male. We have 3 kids in between us. We are both married, except that I was a widow and he was divorced. I was 21 when I married my first husband and around 22 when I had my daughter. My first husband died in a car accident that we both sustained, and I was left with extended recovery and back surgeries that took place over the course of 4 years after the accident.
Oh my God.
My God. My daughter was a few months old when she lost her father. And for my husband, he was divorced when the kids were young. My husband is an art professor and a sculptor. I met him when he was an expat in my country, contracted for a big art project. He had been in the country with his kids for a year when I met him. I will have to skip a lot of details about our life together to avoid making this post too long to read. Anyway, we got married 9 years ago, and we have always been a happy family. We have always treated all the kids equally up until now. Time to get unequal.
Whoa.
Time to switch.
Time to switch
things
it up.
Okay. For some background regarding my family, I have 2 older siblings, and I'm very close to the oldest. The oldest has been always more of a father figure to me than an older sibling. When our father passed away, he divided inheritance in form of company shares that he took responsibility to run, properties and cash. Despite my middle brother and me being adults, we have always depended on our oldest brother to run everything for us as he is the head of our family. We have the family accountant that handles our affairs, and no expense has ever been questioned, including all the expenses related to my stepchildren. My brother is a very kind-hearted man, but he believes blood ties are more important than any other tie. He made sure that our kids and our family understood the importance of putting family above anything and anyone else, that the kids grew up to be in like a mini clan in terms of their loyalty to each other. My brother discussed with me before that our family sponsorship commitment to my stepchildren ends with them graduating university. So really quick, just to stop there.
Yeah, I need a TLDR
Yeah,
of
so
what's going on.
Basically, OP has this like family inheritance passed down to her older brother.
Yes.
So her older brother's like running this company, and there's like basically this big golden goose within the family, OP's blood family, because the brother running it is like, hey, I want to take care of you and your family, but like keep it within the bloodline, and I'm down for it to contribute to your children and stepchildren up until graduating university.
Ooh.
Once they graduate university, basically it's what I'm getting here is I want once the inheritance like passes down, I want it to pass down to your blood children, not to your stepchildren. That's what I'm getting out of this. That's what I'm getting out of this.
I mean, he has a right to do it, but
Yeah. And it's a little bit confusing, but it seems like he has but what's weird is like no.
I'm just wondering if OP adopted a child, would he maintain that same energy?
Yeah, which feels like, because like you could say like let's say OP had like a stepchild for like a year and then passes away, and then it's like, oh, is that stepchild gonna get, or like 6 months or whatever, is that stepchild gonna get the same as the biological children?
Yeah.
I think it's more fair.
Yeah, in
maybe
that
to
case. But if it's like a long term, like
If they
how old
consider-
are these kids and how long have they been married?
That's a great question. I think 9 years, I believe that they've
That's
been
a
married.
long time.
Yeah, and like, yeah. And I also am like, I think that OP has shares in the company. So I'm kind of like, wait a second, couldn't OP just give the inheritance that she has? Or is she like deflecting?
Yeah.
Is she maybe deflecting, being like, oh, well, the brother likes to keep it in the blood family, when in actuality, OP has her own shares.
Yeah, so maybe it's not really an issue, and I don't know.
I don't know.
You know what I do know?
What?
We got an extra 30 minutes because of Kristen Full Hat's 30 gifted memberships.
Wow. Look at that. Back-to-back 20 and 10 for a total of 30. Let's
go, Kristen
go.
Full Hat.
Chris Tinfoil Hat
This tinfoil hat
has been going off lately.
Yeah.
Going crazy with the gifted
Crazy.
membership.
You get a membership. You get a membership. You get a
The
membership.
Oprah of memberships, if
That
you
is
will.
freaking right. So Chris Tinfoil Hat, big salute to you. Excited for all the new little sillies coming in. By the way, we said this earlier, but there's a little something coming Monday.
It's coming.
Just saying.
Right. John,
Having
can I see your arm for a second?
Sophia, I won't tell them. They have to wait till Monday. Oh my gosh.
He won't tell you guys. I twisted
guys.
his arm.
See, I'm not gonna do it. No matter what you do, it's wait till Monday.
It doesn't matter if you twist his arm. It doesn't matter if you play jazz music.
That's right. For what
Which
it's
is
worth.
equivalent to Chinese water torture, as we know.
Yeah.
Or Tokyo Drift. He loves that song.
Oh my gosh. And we played Tokyo Drift this morning.
He won't
It was
tell
very
you
annoying.
is the point.
I won't tell you.
Till Monday.
I won't tell you. So just wait. Just keep
Gotta
your
wait.
memberships for now. That's all I'm
Gotta
saying.
wait.
Wait till Monday. But we don't have to wait to get into this next part.
No, we don't.
Fast forward to when our predicament started. My oldest stepchild was video calling with his grandmother about summer plans and expressed how excited he was for almost turning 17 and how he plans to ask for his turning 17 property to be in their home country when he started applying for universities, and how this will help a lot to be settled after he graduates.
What? He's like, when I turn 17, I want my turning 17 property.
Okay, well,
in the country.
well, we got some context here. The turning 17 property is a tradition that started by my father when we turned around the same age. What a tradition. Giving your 17-year-old a house?
You don't get a car, you get a house. You get a property. That may or may not have cars on it.
That's
wild.
But it might have
I don't
timber.
know if I would give my child a house.
Yeah, can we pull that? Give the
I'm also of like,
give the kid house or not?
this might be somewhat controversial to some people. I don't believe in giving a kid a new car.
Yeah, I 1,000%.
Or like when they
agree.
turn 16 and they get their driver's license, I'm not giving my child a new car.
Yeah, you can find a perfectly safe car that is not brand new.
Yeah. Why would I give a 16-year-old who doesn't really know how to drive yet a brand new car? That they might damage it.
Get an safe old clunker.
Yeah, safe old
Safe old
clunker.
clunker.
Save costs. Also, I just don't. I think like I think it's also about teaching your children how to like,
Be responsible with
be
money.
responsible with money. Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
They don't need a brand new Tessie.
Hell no. So far we got 70% of people saying, over 70% saying, don't give the child a house.
Don't give the child a house. If
No
you give
house
a
for the
mouse a
children.
cookie, they won't know how to handle their finances.
You know that classic saying, guys.
That classic children's book.
I can't escape that classic saying
Yeah.
because it's so classic and
So
everything.
classic.
Right? So
Yeah.
classic. But so is this story. The turning 17 property is a tradition that was started when started by my father when we were around the same age. He would sit down with us discussing where we would want to go to university and why, and he would gift us a property in the city where we wanted to study. My father pushed us to study abroad to find independence from family care. Let me encourage your independence by buying you a house and making you dependent on that. There we go. My own brother carried out the same tradition with his kids and my nephews. He even had the same conversation with my daughter, although she is still 16, and he had always given my daughter special treatment because she was orphaned as a baby. Now remember, and key to remember, this baby is still biologically related to OP and the uncle and everything.
Okay.
I discussed with my husband our son's expectation of receiving inheritance. And although my husband thinks that this is an unreasonable expectation, he still feels very hurt that this whole issue will create discrepancies in our family that has never been there. I explained that getting the same latest gadgets, trips, and lifestyle is something different than getting an inheritance. This is an interesting one. I feel like it is a little tricky, because they received the same, I guess, minus the house for university. Our understanding right now is they received this
Up until
graduating university.
Yeah.
Which is like even more than graduating high school. My husband responded that if he had the means, he would get properties for his kids and still claim it was gifted from my side of the family to avoid his kids feeling like they didn't belong to my side of the family after all these years. I could still fund those properties from my personal accounts to keep the peace, but there is a possibility of my brother finding out, and I know this will upset him as we had a previous agreement.
Oh,
Ooh.
so OP is saying I could take money out of like what you were saying.
Yes.
I
could
that's not your brother's business. Yeah.
yeah.
It's your stuff. you had an agreement that he wouldn't take it out of his thing. But
Well, so it also seems like the brother, because the brother controls the business, the brother is the one so far that has purchased the houses, I believe, through like powered by the company funds.
Yeah.
For all of the other kids in the family, and has already talked with OP's blood daughter, or biological daughter, I should say, about blood daughter about the house.
Yeah.
And now it's like, okay, the stepkids are probably coming up to that point in age too.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess like honestly, yeah, like if OP has the funds, why not do that? I guess OP is afraid of further being cut off, but from what I'm hearing, okay, I think I see something here.
Yeah.
They're probably getting close to all of their kids, like, you know, leaving the nest, and like this like 17 point. If OP has the means to buy a property for the other stepkids, it seems like they probably have the means to at least reasonably support all of the kids through university.
Yeah.
Hopefully at roughly equal and equitable manners. And the only thing that pissing the brother off would cut off more stuff for OP, not the children, because it seems like, I mean, they're not quite out of the nest, like aged out of that area just yet, but it almost seems like, and I could be wrong, but it almost seems like OP can kind of front a little bit like, oh, I don't want him to cut off the family, when in fact it would really just be cutting off OP after OP is already like pretty wealthy, it seems like, from her shares in the company.
Yeah. This is all.
If let me ask you this, Sophia.
Ask me.
If OP has the means, should she buy a house for the stepkids?
I don't think any of these kids really need a house.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
I don't like the tradition either.
I don't like the tradition inherently. But I think that if these have been your kids for 9 years.
I feel like if you truly consider them your children.
If you truly consider them your kids, then you are favoriting one over the other.
Right? I don't know. But maybe we'll get some more context, and maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I am completely wrong.
Yeah.
I don't know. I also love this sidebar about poutine in the chat.
Yeah, what's going on with the poutine?
Guys, I love what he says. Okay. So thanks for the $2 tip from Fiberfolio's books. Choose my supper, guys, poutine or breadsticks.
Well, obviously not the breadsticks, because that doesn't seem like a full meal.
Ideally, neither, but poutine if I had, because I think poutine has like meat in it.
Yeah, maybe.
Has some.
I said potang for a second.
No, it's like a Canadian meal.
Canadian,
eh?
I had poutine in Canada.
I've never had poutine.
Wow. Also, thanks for Compa Choi 6650 finally off work to catch a live. Might watch Oppenheimer again after. Wait. Chewy?
Why did you say Oppenheimer?
You said it's Oppenheimer.
Oppenheimer.
Sorry. Chewy, is that you? That's my dog in the chat, if that's who I think it is. If it's who I think it is, he has watched Oppenheimer 21 times.
Whoa.
21 times.
That's a lot of times.
Oh my gosh. Chewy, I love you if that's you, buddy. Love you. But guys, we have an edit. Maybe I should include this in my post, but I did have a conversation with my husband before we got married. I explained my cultural background regarding blending our families. Blended families do work in my culture, but with different expectations than most Western countries. Biological parents are kept to almost a holy place that no one would expect a step-child relationship to be the same as a biological parent-child relationship. Exceptions are there, of course. So just to know, there is a cultural difference here also at play where like typically the stepchild step-parent relationship isn't as close as biological ones, whereas I would say like maybe here like in the West that's a little bit different. There's more of an expectation of like this is like adopting basically, which many step-parents do adopt their children. I know step-parents that have adopted their children, people in my life. My brother has been more of a father figure to my daughter than my husband, as of course he feels like she is blood while my husband is not biologically related to her. I do love my stepchildren, and until this moment I haven't made up my mind on how to handle this situation. Yeah, this is tough, but we have some relevant comments to close us out. Maybe Riley, if you could get a poll.
Yeah, this one's a tricky one.
What were we saying? We already asked, should they receive the house?
Should OP give or create another
buy the house or not?
Yeah.
Buy the house or not. So we've already asked if the like tradition is good, but should OP follow the tradition and buy the house for the stepchildren? Yeah. Let us know. We will discuss. Jenny Sepler says, and in some relevant comments, info, what do you mean by gifting a property, like buying them a house or paying for a bit of rent? Also, how easy would this be for you financially? This is a really good clarifying question. OP, buying them a house in a city where they decide to go to university. Pretty crazy. That's
crazy.
That's a lot. They get to keep it as a vacation home later when they decide to come back home. So literally they come back home and it's like a vacation
because
home.
It's wherever they go to college. That's crazy.
Wow. I mean, that like already, if you buy a kid a house at 17, they're not set for life per se, but you are.
I mean, if they sell that house, they can, rent it out.
Yes.
Having property is incredibly
huge. Huge. My stepson wants to settle in his home country after graduating. It will not burden me, but it will make things more complicated. They will one day find out that my actual inheritance will only go to my daughter. So that's the other thing is like, forget this house situation, which we talked about at the top, and I totally forgot. The full ultimate inheritance will only go to OP's biological daughter.
Also OP's inheritance stuff, not even just the brothers.
Yes, I believe, the specific stuff with the brother is he was the one buying the houses.
Yeah.
But now OP's like, I can buy the houses, but ultimately it seems like 100% of OP's inheritance will go to her biological daughter when she passes away.
Wow.
And then Genia Sepler responds back to OP, I'm tempted to say not the a-hole because buying a house for someone who's barely an adult is such a huge luxury.
Yeah.
You can hardly say it's a tradition since only one generation has taken part so far. Yeah, honestly, like, I feel like maybe there's a bit of like, hey, I had this insane privilege, so I kind of want to like you could point fingers and be like, oh, well, it's almost the reverse. It's like you had it so easy. Your dad literally bought you a house. You know what I mean? It's like the opposite of how people usually. I also love how I'm like, I keep asking Sophia questions while she's like
braiding my hair,
trying to braid her hair.
No, it's okay. I'm a multitasker.
True. Fair enough. The fact that it wouldn't burn you might make it seem a bit petty, though, especially if you only apply that tradition to your bio daughter. What's the reasoning against it if it's so easy to do? And we don't get a response.
We don't get a response?
We are literally left in the dock.
In the lurch.
In the lurch. So, looking at our poll here, could you pop up that poll? What was the?
I think it was no, don't give the house.
Okay, yeah. So should OP buy the house for the stepchildren? Interesting. Majority no. Slight majority, but still majority. That's really interesting.
Yeah.
Thanks for voting. And definitely if you said no, I'm very curious to see your reasoning why. Yes. Honestly, I think just because all the other children are already getting the house.
That's the thing.
I think it's like that your hands are tied a little bit in this scenario where I'm like, okay, like I totally agree with Sophia where I do not think it's the best move to give the children a house, but if all the others are getting them, I don't want to plant these like seeds of potential, especially as they're becoming adults, because if they get a grudge like now as they're becoming adults, I feel like that could really affect their relationships deeper into their
it could
adulthood.
definitely like create some resentment.
Yes. So I think I would actually disagree with the chat
Yeah.
and probably purchase the homes, but also 100% like I'm sorry. Now there is, I will just throw this in the ring, you know,
Throw it.
Opie's biological daughter has really gone through a rough time. She lost her father. She literally grew up without a father.
Yeah.
You know, and it's a very, you know, traumatic death. So, and I'm trying to remember also the scenario of the other, and as for my husband, I'm reading back in the story here a bit. As for my husband, he was divorced when my kids were young. When the kids were young, my husband is an art professor and sculptor. I met him.
He's alive.
Yeah, her current husband is alive.
Oh, I thought okay.
Yeah, this is her like newly married husband after her original passed away. I met him when he was an expat in my country, contracted for a big art project. He had been in the country with his kids for a year when I met him. So yeah, so his her father her current husband, his kids, they just went through a divorce, which is never fun, but I was just trying to say, like, is that a reason to possibly, you know, given the trauma, is there maybe some a little more of the inheritance split, but do you think that warrants any extra for Opie's biological daughter?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
I don't
think so.
I don't know, because they've been in this family for 9 years.
And two, like the more likely scenario is they'll be much older when they inheritance, because this is the like I'm deceased inheritance we're talking about.
I'm deceased inheritance. So
Specific
this is
scenario.
like this is in a world where they've been a family for years and years and years.
Yes. Also, Sarah B, I totally forgot about chicken money. Oh my gosh.
Chicken money.
What a great meme in the community. Yeah, I think I would get the kid, just make everything equitable. I would split the house. Honestly, here we go. This is what I personally would do.
What would you personally do?
Honestly, we've talked about this many times on the show, but I am honestly very conflicted with the idea of inheritance. Me personally, at all.
Really?
Yeah. Have we not talked about this? I think me and Sam.
I've been here.
We have, but
me and Sam have talked about this more. And honestly, I have like grown definitely closer to inheritance since like having all the conversations and seeing all of the stories on this show. But I don't want inheritance from my parents. I don't know. And also I'm assuming now by the way, very different scenario if I'm like, you know, 100 years old, 80 years old and passing away with like adult children versus like
only like
70 if I
right
exactly.
now.
Yeah, exactly. If I have another 20 years on me and I'm 90, you know.
Yeah. Sorry, cutting to the wire.
Yeah, but like if I'm like passing away and my children are young, of course I'm like giving everything to my children and wife. But so that way they're like taken care of. But I don't know. Like I feel like it's very contextual. I feel like it depends on the scenarios that the children are in. A bit.
Yeah.
I agree.
Like I'm gonna like assume that my children are going to grow up very well taken care of financially. And so I don't know. What do you guys think? Sophia and
I
Riley?
think it is contextual because I've said this before, in certain parts of life they will be going through certain things. Bless them with gifts and be like, hey, I think you need this, you're about to get married, here's some money for a honeymoon, or like, hey, I know that this one sibling did this for them and do this for you, and it might not be as much or might be more, but I think it's your money and you can do what you want. And it doesn't seem like you're gonna have favorites. That's when it happens.
Yes.
Whenever you have favorites.
Yeah.
And let me also to add some context. So like one thing I've talked about with my partner is like let's say I have a kid who's like super into like nonprofits or like loves sculpting ice or something. Actually, you probably make a lot of money as an ice sculptor. But like, I'm trying to like think of like a job in life that is like they're passionate about, but they like make less money. While I would encourage them to like, hey, do what you love, try to monetize as best as possible.
Career,
I would. Dang, shots fired. I would like cover their health insurance and like do a supplemental salary probably for their entire life.
Yeah.
And let them pursue. Now I would still be like, hey, try to still, earn what you can and stuff. But if it's one of those things where you could, let's say like probably reasonably earn only like 20 or 30 grand a year, I would probably at least match that if I could.
Yeah.
And let them like be financially comfortable. That's a scenario that I would
like investing in their
because I think that like people should be able to do what is their passions, but and I'm also afraid of like just when people get a lot of money out of nowhere, that can like throw a lot of people for a loop. So
yeah,
I don't know. What do you think, Sophia? We've heard it from Riley.
Yeah,
I
think that is kind of a good thought of yours. I think having that money set aside in the case that they need it, but not necessarily being like you're going to get this money.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think as long as you're like, I think if you have the money, you can be like, I'm gonna help you pay for school, and if you ever need me to invest in something or if you ever need help with money financially, I will be there to support you. But I'm not gonna give you like an exorbitant amount of inheritance.
Yeah, I think there's like a lot of ways to do it that I don't think are. I think there's a lot of right ways.
Yeah.
To do it.
There was this one old guy, Bill Gates.
Bill Gates.
I don't think he was. Am I thinking?
You might be thinking of Warren Buffett.
Warren Buffett.
Yes.
The guy. One of them didn't give their kids inheritance or something.
Yes. Yeah.
Might be Warren Buffett.
Yeah, and it's just like going to charities and whatnot.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Warren Buffett.
Yeah.
Which I think is like a pretty good.
That's what I'm saying. Is like I think if they grow up under like.
There's no way that they probably went to the best school. And that was paid for.
Exactly.
They had all these opportunities. There's no way that they're not set up.
Yes. Like there's not enough opportunities to go and be able to get after it, but get after it with like a pretty big leg up and a good amount of privilege. So anyways,
indeed.
Thanks for indulging in that chat, guys.
Indulged.
Good discussions. Also, we have some donos. I see. Heidi Browning, thanks for the $1 tip on the donor link. The husband is giving vibes of the husband who had an affair baby and the baby mama died. He asked to tell the kids their half sibling was going to move in and didn't.
Bless you.
Oh, goodness. Thank you. This husband knew and set his kids up for the expectation of getting the money. I'm trying to, did you guys, I don't know if I'm fully wrapping my brain around that one. There was the husband, like saying that the husband was, yeah, I'm a little bit confused by that comment. Heidi, please explain more. I would love to respond to that. Thanks, Pigeon General, for the $5 tip on the dono link. Did someone say Putin? You came to the right Canadian,
Came to the right Canadian.
Poutine is fries with cheese curds and gravy on top. It's like pizza, and you can add almost anything to it and change it in any way you see fit. I recommend trying it, but not the Americanized version.
I am not a huge fan of gravy. I do like fries.
So you're telling me you just hate Canadians?
Yeah.
Wow.
Heard it here first.
That's like Canadians. What the American eagle is to America, poutine is to Canadians.
Really?
I've heard that.
I thought like pancake syrup. That was that for the
pancake syrup is big. You know what? Pancake syrup is like the big pop hit, but like poutine, that's the cult classic.
That's
you know,
the
like
culture.
the one the real fans rock with.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying?
What do they feel about kindness? Where does
Dude,
that
kindness?
lie on the spectrum?
I think they rock with it.
Kindness?
I think they rock with it.
No, I don't hate Canadians. I have a Canadian friend coming in 2 weeks.
I love Canadian. I'm best friends with
Guys,
the Canadian.
I have a Canadian friend.
I'm clearly with the Canadians.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Come on now.
I had a season of life where it was every new person was somehow related to Canada. It was weird.
What?
I don't know. It's gone now. I haven't seen a Canadian since, but for like a solid year, it was just, oh, I'm half Canadian. Oh, I'm from Canada. Oh, I live in Canada.
There's Riley's red flag era and his Canadian flag era.
Yeah, really.
Two different distinct
Interesting.
eras, but all flags.
Angie Alice, thank you for the $2 tip. Someone please make a worm scrunchie for our queen. That would be so cute. Like a worm, like a.
It's
I
like
don't want to break these because I feel like I'm not gonna be able to do it. But imagine that worm as a scrunchie.
yes.
Make one for John too.
Yeah,
Wait, can I
honestly,
actually-
I was just about to say I would wear one.
Or like an orange scrunchie for Johnny boy.
True.
Guys, I'm doing something.
Uh-oh. What do we got here? John is 100% right about what? They're about to off.
Okay.
Wow.
Look at that.
That
Wow.
worked perfectly. Bro, I need to get my braiding skills up.
Yeah.
I need to watch a YouTube video. I need to sit
That's
down
where
and
I
practice.
learned French. I just looked up how to French braid on YouTube.
You know what? I looked up how to French braid while I was like, I need to be driving here for our morning meeting.
Yeah.
And instead, I was watching it and I was like, I know I can't do anything about this right now.
Yeah.
I can do nothing.
I can't do nothing.
Can't do nothing.
You're going to start. It's going to be hard. You're going to be like, I can't do this. Keep at it.
That's true. You know what? You're right.
I was terrible. I didn't learn until my freshman year of college.
I didn't learn until
Now.
this freshman year of
I think I could.
my life right now.
I understand the concept. I believe I could.
It is. I started just kind of like 3 things, and it's.
Well, are you trying a regular braid or French braid?
I think French braid.
Okay, yeah. We'll get you there.
Is that one harder? Anyways.
Yeah, regular braid is just 3 pieces. French braid is starting with 3 pieces and adding one continuously.
Wait, what?
So, okay. Imagine you have 3 Imagine you start with 3 strands.
Okay.
You have 3 strands picked up. And then, actually I can do it with my bangs. You got 3 strands here. And you take your 3 strands. And then you do your I was about to do a Dutch braid. You do your first braid. It's like a regular braid. And then you pull, doing it backwards. And then you pull another, you add it to those 2 outer ends. And now you have 3 strands again. And then you do your regular braid. And then you just keep doing that. You add another, I can't see my hair.
It's okay.
But that's the
You've
concept.
illustrated the concept.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Hell yeah.
And there you have it.
And there you have it. But you know what we have here?
What do we have here?
I think another story.
Well, the end of the stream.
Wait, whoa! Oh! I didn't even notice. I was too busy braiding.
Oh my good Lord, golly goobers.
Wow.
Well, guys, it's been a trip. It's been
It's been a trip.
an incredible day. Samantha, we got to shout you out first. Celebrating 3 months of membership. By the way, loving seeing like the 2, 3, 4 month membership celebrations.
It's so cool.
Freaking awesome. Keep them. You'll see Monday. Been sick today. Oh no. Then I just got a phone call from my bank, hopefully not from me, saying someone is using my card to order food in Texas and California.
Whoa.
Like, people, come on, guys.
This is like the French all over again. When they stole my money.
Oh yes, right. Bro, the French need to stop.
Yeah,
Stop
French
doing that.
braid.
French food stealing.
Yeah.
Get out of my face. Samantha, those are some stinky people, and call your bank. Call your bank. Let's get that sorted. Guys, this has been beautiful.
Stunning.
If you love us, please make sure to subscribe.
We love you.
And see you tomorrow.
Waiting. I think we need just 20 seconds to because it does it in the middle of